Just move on up toward your destination. Though you may find from time to time complication. And take the trip. Though there may be wet road ahead and you cannot slip, just move on up. For peace you find into the steeple of beautiful people where there's only one kind. So hush not, child, and don't cry. Understand you by and by. Move on up and keep on wishing. Remember your dream is your only scheme, so keep on pushing. Take nothing less than the supreme best. Do not obey, you must be forsake, but you can pass the test. Just move on up to a greater day. With just a little faith, if you put your mind to it, you can surely do it. Just move on up. Move on up. We move on up. Watch out, we just move on up. We move on up. Move on up.
Relax, man. It happens eventually. Every day. Apologies for last night's no-show action. The fuck here. Let me bring the map up. The fucking rain was crazy last night, like crazy, and you can see my ceiling up here. So I don't have the rooms on the far side, on the west side of the house. Sorry, Finkel. I'm going to use map or compass cardinal points to describe locations around my property. Sorry, dude. It's habit. On the west side of the house, the sun rises on the east here where the window is over the house. So north is the front door, south is the back door. The west side of the house all has drop ceilings in it. You can't really do it on this side of the house. There's about 10 feet from the side of the west house, there's elevation rise on the property of about, well, it goes wall height, so it's 10 or 15 feet. So the sun on the west side of the house is not really strong. The east side of the house is fully baked in sun. So drop ceilings on the west side, because if you drop ceiling in here, it gets fucking crazy hot really fast in the morning. So drop ceilings on the west side of the house, and the drop ceiling is a noise insulation factor. So drop ceilings on the west side. I used to do my streams in the southwest corner, but my wife wanted I gave her a whole room and made it into a fucking walk-in closet. So my clothes, her clothes, and my son's clothes are all in the back room, and we now refer to that as the changing room, the wardrobe. So, rather than a stand-up cabinets in each room for dresser stuff, because there's no built into the wall closet here. So I gave my wife a whole room for it. And, she's fucking happy. I'm happy. I like it. She tiled it. She shelved it out. She put hangers in for fucking clothing. Her ironing board is set up in there. My wife's a good woman. She takes good fucking care of me and my son. So, I want to make sure she has the minimum stuff that she needs. So there's drop ceilings there. The middle room on the west side of the house is where the air conditioner is. And then we have the CR and the kitchen. The CR is going to get converted into CR, which is what the Filipinos call a comfort room, the restroom. That's going to get moved outside. We have an outhouse on the property, and like right now, it's rained so fucking much in the last 2 weeks that my toilet won't flush. The septic is full of groundwater that seeped in, so we have to go outside and use the outhouse. So I was talking to my wife the other night, and I was like, if we got to go out and use the outhouse anyways, I like the outhouse better than the whole fucking septic thing. Because you fill the fucking, when the waste builds up, you drop a bag of lime in there, you fill the fucking hole up, and you dig another fucking hole. And you move the fucking outhouse. So we're going to move the comfort room, the shower, and the toilet outside. And then we're going to put I'm going to convert the bathroom into the pantry because it's right off the kitchen. That'll free up a room on the back side of the house. My thinly cut fried garlic, right? Crispy. They grow peanuts here in my location. So at the market, sorry for eating, Mom. I haven't had breakfast yet. Let me put these away. So at the market, you'll always find a flat top grill with peanuts on it and this really thinly sliced garlic, and they just kind of stir it up together in the peanut oil, natural oil from the peanuts, fries up the garlic crisp, and then they hit it with sea salt. Like, I can't eat peanuts without fucking garlic anymore, and you can't get garlic peanuts in the fucking U.S. They're amazing. There's so many little things, little habits, little snacks, shit like that I picked up in the Philippines that I just, when I go back to the States to go to work, I fucking desperately miss. I guess it was a mystery to Finkel that I'm 6 months in the U.S., 6 months in the Philippines. He seems to be confused. Like, every fucking one knows that about me, except Finkel. So, of course, Finkel turned it into some kind of gotcha moment conspiracy theory thing. It's crazy. Oh, by the way, I have my stand-up desk done. Not that you can see it. All the way up, hung on the wall at the top, coming down. Desktop is here, like right at arm bend. So if you bent your elbows in front of you, that would be the desk height. I have to go out, and I need to get a 20-inch by 40-inch slab of 2 to 4 inch thick mahogany to put down as a desktop. Right now I have a oak laminated piece of plywood as the desktop, which I do not like at all. But I will get my mahogany. Pull my shirt down. I did pull my shirt down. I already did that. So thank you, Mommy Laura. So the desk is set. The TV monitor's right here. Everything's big fucking print. I can read it all. Laptop's right down below the TV monitor. So we should be good. So Finkel's all confused. Pull your shirt down. Should have all capped that. Finkel's all confused because I'm 6 months in the States. I'm not going to be able to stop eating these fucking peanuts. I may have to take them into the kitchen to get them out of arm's reach. It's the salt. I don't get enough salt, and they're very salty. In fact, oh my God, I love salt. I'm a fucking salt addict. Thank you to everybody for showing up today. We got 35 good motherfuckers in the side chat. If you haven't said hello, please pop in the side chat, say hello. Lurkers are welcome, but we'd rather fucking at least have a minimal conversation, hi, bye with you at the beginning and the end, because we want to know you. Peace Dynamo refuses to do something. So Finkel's all fucked up because I guess he recently found out that I'm in the Philippines and half the year and in the States the other half of the year. I own a business, Finkel. I'm retired from my profession, which was in finance. I was a Series 7 registered representative, a stockbroker. And like Stone Vet said the other night, we're a fucking dime a dozen. I don't know why it baffles Finkel so much, or why Finkel thinks it's so out of the ordinary that somebody claims they were a stockbroker. We're all over the fucking. There's tons of us. Good God. There's more of us than there are lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. So, wow, 41 in the fucking side chat now. Sweet. Thank you, everybody, for being here. So last night, we had a typhoon. My son didn't have school today. It's fucking one of the nicer mornings we've had in quite some time. And school was canceled last night for my son because there was a low pressure system. All of our rain the last 2 weeks has been drawn from the west to the east. It's called Habagat as the typhoons pass by north of the island. The convection of the storm pulls the monsoon rain over to the Philippines, and down the main island there's a mountain range which stops it all up, and then we get fucking dumped on with water. So my area of the Philippines, which normally has the lowest rainfall totals, we've gotten quite a bit of fucking rain so far this season, which is good. I need to get a haircut. This shit is getting fucking wild. It's unmanageable, I tell you. So last night, just before I was supposed to stream, because I pushed it, I said, I was going to delay an hour, rain delay. Actually, I had originally thought I scheduled for 10. So the rain started about 9:45, and it fucking came down. Holy shit. So, and the roof is corrugated metal. So I wouldn't have been, I don't know how the rain noise comes through to you guys. I haven't really heard it much. I actually re-listened to the stream I did, not last one, but the one before that. And then I listened to part of the last one, and it was rainy those two times. So I didn't really hear rain that would, have interfered with the listener, but I can't fucking hear anything. It gets so fucking loud in here. Vegas Vips. Nice to see you again, Vippy. So, I pushed back an hour to 12 o'clock, and then, I laid down. There's a bed in this room. I laid down on the bed, and, I woke up 6 o'clock this morning. Like fucking rain does that to me. Rain puts me totally to sleep. Add thunder and lightning, I'm comatose. I love the rain. I love sleeping on a rainy night in the summer. So that's what happened. Thank you to everybody for putting up with it and showing back up here. Logan Sandman's with us. Yes, we have cricket action. There's a little dog barking in the background. The puppies have quieted down. It does love those fucking crickets, Logan. The pups have quieted down. They're not as whiny. They're more, I don't know. They're not barking. They're not growling, but they're not as, whiny as they were 2 days ago. So maybe we can get them up on the front deck in a basket. Get some good. There's pictures of the puppies on the community page if you want to see them. She had 5 and 3 survived the first 24 hours. So I don't know what the demise of the first 2 were, but she's had 2 other litters, and she's got like a 60% success rate. I moved the pups, all 5 of them, twice to, up on the front porch. And the mother dog took each pup and went back to the south end of the house where, she's under the overhang of the roof, and, put the puppies back in the den she made. So I tried twice. And then after that, I was like, not going to fuck with her judgment. They're her puppies. So Fink's been talking some shit about me. Todd has retired from drama. Okay, Toddy. Let me see what's going on in Toddland. In Toddlerville. Finkel's doing unsolicited self-portraits. What? Are you taking pictures of people's kids again, Finkel? So Todd Turd the burglar. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5 live streams, which are game oriented. 324 views, 423, 248, 420, 379. Todd's channel is fucking dying. Okay. Wait a minute. What? Hold on. Let's see what's going on in Toddland. There may have been a format change. Every time I've gone over there and taken a peek, like, you don't have the intro with him sitting at the desk and shit. He's just gaming. This time he's doing this little sit at the desk intro. Let's see what the turd burglar is up to. It's not the share screen. I need the share screen. Share screen. do, do, do. Share screen. Share screen. Uh-oh. We might be treated to some karaoke. Sweet. There's Turd Burglin Todd. Over-explaining. Of course, I'm the king of over-explaining. It's a mansion. Fuck Finkel. No, my house is not that big. It's not. I wouldn't call it a fucking mansion by any stretch of the imagination. My son's upset because we only have one floor. He's like, Daddy, are we poor? I'm like, why the fuck would you say that? He's like, well, we only have one floor in our house. I'm like, you don't build two floors in a fucking hot environment like this. So I'd explain, the whole cost of fucking atmospherically conditioning a home. He got it though. He got it. I'm like, if you want a room on the second floor, I'll build it. It's yours. I'm not putting air conditioning in it. And then he was like, okay, no, I don't want that. Hello, baby. Hello, baby is with us. Happy wife, happy life. You know that shit, Billy. And my wife deserves to be happy. My wife fucking deserves to be happy. My wife bends over backwards to make sure everybody's fucking enjoying themselves. No shit. He's already been scolded at work once for his fucking online activities. It's so stupid. When the company you work for has a policy that, coworkers don't date each other, and then you get called into the boss's office for it. You don't look at the boss and say, I can't help who I fall in love with, because basically you're telling the boss, I have no self-control. You absolutely can help who you fall in love with, and you can control yourself so you don't act on those urges. Go find a new fucking job. Then go back and be with the one you love. Don't jeopardize both of your fucking jobs. Dumb fucking Finkel. Finkel really is a retard. Maybe. When Todd said he was giving up the drama, Finkel breathed a sigh of relief. That's for sure. All right, we got Todd. Let's see what Todd has to say on the opening of his. This was 7 hours ago. All right, let's see. Did Todd hire a makeup and hairstylist person? And what look is that, Todd? The pale white man? He's got to be using a fucking filter. Because when you're as fat in the face as he was and you start losing weight, you get all fucking wrinkly in the face. He looks like a little kid now. Are you using the Shiz filter, Toddy? Did you buy Shiz's filter? Using the old Shave 20 filter, Todd? It might just be Todd gaming.
Okay, we're going to get on here.
Hold on, I'll speed this up until we find out what the fuck's going on. Oh, man. He's not even talking. Come on, Todd.
Live. Finkel's stream. I couldn't wait 2.5 hours though to go live. To Shadow Finkel's stream. I couldn't wait 2.5 hours though to go live.
He overlapped Daddy Finkel? What? I think they had a falling out, those two. If I get copyright struck because my neighbor's playing the fucking radio loud, I'm gonna get back. That's at least a half mile away. That's how everything gets amplified in this little fucking valley I'm in. Can you guys hear that music out there?
Hey guys, go support Shadow Finkel. I put his link right there. Thank you, KP. I appreciate that. Put his link right there. Go check out his show if you're interested in a little bit of more drama stuff.
Martin Luther.
I'm listening to it.
Wow, Todd is. I'm not muted. Todd's not muted. Amen to muted coded. Clara, you're so mean lately. You hurt my feelings. It does love those fucking crickets. The pups,
working on a brew right now.
Misty-eyed girl, their eyes aren't open yet. They're only like 4 or 5 days old at the most. 5 days at the most. What? Your pups? Get out of here, Laura Ryder. Send me money for the food bill. Then you can have the pups. Adopt a pup with coded friend. Boy, Todd's not fucking. What's up with Todd? Oh, Todd, you suck a dick. You did not yet mention until this point in time that Shiz owes Highest Priestess $17,500. Shiz is a deadbeat. Deadbeat. Why the fuck is Todd not talking? Well, I guess you can't have drama if you don't talk, right? It's a good way to stay away from the fucking drama.
Welcome back, JP.
Finkel peed in Todd's boost drawer. I don't hear the pups one. Maybe before they were. I have crickets and frogs. It's mostly crickets now. There was a lot of frog action when I woke up last night to take a pee, though.
I'm going to try this deck out here.
It's been a long time since I've seen Highest Priestess. Crickets.
It's another wolf version. I'm checking out like
she borrowed
best out of 3 with a sideboard.
She borrowed money to put a down payment on a car. And, then pulled the fucking toddler.
It's a Golgari aggro, kind of like a mid-range build.
This sucks, Todd's really turned into a bore fest. How long do you think he'll be able to buy views for? Hitman's over there. Jody D. Jody D was a listener over here. She bailed on us, and she actually talked shit about me a couple times in Toddler's side chat. All because Jody D hates
put a little bit of removal
Ryder.
In there. All right, I think I'm definitely not doing well because I don't really have the right amount of removal. Let me see. We're just gonna play. We're trying out the cards. Seeing how the card works.
I heard a rumor that JP's wife died from food poisoning.
Basically said,
as a result of his dumpster diving activities. It's why JP smells like wet garbage, because he's a dumpster diver.
Are you a drama? Are you a... Oh!
Huh. This Magic the Gathering shit blows.
We'll go ahead and keep our lives up.
Alright, so Todd's officially become a fucking human borefest. This is our current weather situation here in the Philippines. You can see we're getting fucking smashed on all sides. This low pressure was supposed to turn into a tropical storm before it hit us, but it did not. So all we got was heavy fucking rain. All right, let's watch. Coded will now watch himself watching Finkel. Watching me, watching you. Shit, bag Finkel. All right, here we go. Here we go. So Finkel had some shit to say. I guess he said that I confessed that I was drinking alcohol in my 30s and 40s and watched golf, you know, to nurse the hangovers from my drinking escapades in my 30s. And I never said any such fucking thing, Finkel. You wet-brained fucking moron. And I believe the 30s and 40s reference is a full day later, and I was talking about my first fat when I began baking bread on a daily basis in my late 30s, early 40s. So they're like two completely separate incidents, and my talking about them is separated by 24 fucking hours. So this is what I actually said about nursing a hangover after drinking. Janet says, no baseball. It's a boring sport. Golf sits there too. Can't watch either. I can watch golf all day. In my drinking days, Sunday golf was saved me from many, many hangovers. Baseball? I'm not a television baseball fan. In my drinking days, that was age 18. Which 18, 19, I didn't really get hammered, but 20, 21, I was fucking down in the shit like crazy. So 18 to 28 was my drinking days, that 10-year spread. I don't know where Finkel got my 30s or 40s out of that, but I listened for an entire another two hours past this to make sure I didn't make a secondary reference, and I didn't. This is the Grand Spanking, aka Head Shrunk, coded friend.001, and this is 6 days ago on August 10th. If anyone wants to double check me, the statement I made is at, well, we played some really good fucking music that time. Sweet. The comment I made begins at 28 minutes, 8 seconds. Here we go. But you got to close up the window and put the stuff in the window. Can you do that? Cool. Yeah, you're good. You can turn it on. It's a little humid. It'll dry things out. Don't make it refrigerator cold in there, buddy. Janet says, no baseball. It's a boring sport. Golf sits there too. Can't watch either. I can watch golf all day. In my drinking days, Sunday golf was saved me from many, many hangovers. Baseball? I'm not a television baseball fan. I like to be in the stadium and watch a game. But baseball's always been a radio phenomenon for me. Probably because it was a summer thing, you know, the majority of it. And you know, I'm a 70s kid, so you would have the transistor radio. And those fucking things could pick up a lot of fucking baseball games. I am. All right, so if you feel like double checking me, feel free to double check me. That's the Grand Spanking, aka Head Shrunk, 6 days ago, the 10th of August, and that's 28 minutes, 8 seconds into the stream. I mean, maybe Finkel can, you know, when Finkel claims I say shit, maybe Finkel could put up a, you know, a clip with it, because, think look, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You get shit wrong all the time, and it's starting to make you look like you're just a pathological liar. You're a liar, Finkel. You're a liar. Shadow Finkel tinkles in his mother's underwear drawer. Finkel is doing unsolicited self-portraits, so I guess he's talking about Yeri, and it actually turned out that Yeri shit was the dick pic. Yeah, he sent a dick pic. Dumb fucking move, Yeri. But it wasn't unsolicited. And then Lupe sent it to Shiz, and then Shiz started spreading it around to everybody and saying that Yeri was just sending dick pics out for no reason. And that was the birth of the whole floppy bird thing. Shiz is a piece of shit. Shit. I want to look at retired wealthy and insurance is BS. Oh, Finkel, you exposed me to 172 people. Good God. How will I ever get over it, Finkster? How? How, Finkel? How? You've ruined me, God damn it. Finkel's so gay. He's a gay boy. Get a couple of those fucking windows closed. Bring this up to Angry Finkel's logo after his gay fucking song.
Friggin' Finkel. Finkel. Friggin'. Hey, y'all. It's the 15th of August, 2026. Upstate New York. Living large, enjoying life. And just wanted to remind folks.
Finkel's not a Christian. I don't know how you got that idea.
There's a guy out there named Coded Friend.
That's me.
You don't watch Coded Friend much.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, you do. You watch everything I do. Everything. Or you have other people watch it and send you synopsises completely wildly incorrect. Like I said, I was drinking during my 30s and 40s, you dumb fucking retard. You should correct that, Finkel. And you know why you should correct it? Because my complete and total recovery from the pull of alcohol and the effects of alcohol is due to the power of the Lord. And you should not shit on his power or his authority. Tends to not work out well for people who do that shit, Finkel. Just, I'm not threatening you, just a warning. You might want to think about not doing that in the future.
Attention. Every now and then he comes around. A while back, he came around and he told us some wild story that we really didn't care about.
You asked me about it. You actually asked me to come up. You asked me about it, you fucking if you didn't care, why'd you ask me about it? It's very duplicitous.
Irish Demon and Shuggy and some kind of drama in another corner of YouTube.
Yeah, because, it was totally unimportant, Finkel, that the Welsh News Network and fucking Irish Demon, the con man grifter, were essentially running the same style of frauds, only WNN was doing it a little more efficiently. And in a 12-month period, the WNN ripped its listening audience, ripped it off for between $25,000 and $30,000. Yeah. Yeah, you can. Just keep it down a little bit, okay? I love you. Sweet. Play chess later? Okay. Chess or mill? Chess. Okay. So, has anybody played this game mill before? Each player gets 9 pieces, and there's a set of nested squares, 3, with connecting lines, north, south, east, west, nothing on the diagonals. And if you get 3 pieces, 3 of your color, there's white pieces and black pieces. If you get 3 pieces in a row, you get to remove an opponent's piece. When the opponent's down to 2, you win. If the opponent can't move, if you've blocked all his moves successfully, then you win, regardless of how many pieces he has. This sounds fucking killing me at this game. It's amazing. I like it. I'm getting addicted to it. Anyway, back to the Finkel in the funk house now. We'll pee in your mom's underwear drawer, Finkel, you fucking retard.
Good morning, Mr. Mimsy. We just let him talk. And then Irish Demon came up. And then there was this whole tickle slap fest, whatever you want to call it. And at the end,
you wish it was a tickle slap fest, you lemon party weirdo.
People sent receipts. This guy said some nasty, nasty stuff about a major loss in the family.
A major loss in the, no, Shiz had a miscarriage, and she claimed that the miscarried child, the dead child, was baptized. All I did was point out that the Catholic Church does not baptize dead people, children or adults or the elderly. It's against the doctrine. And the whole purpose of baptism isn't to get you wet. It's that you, the individual, baptism is an outward celebration of an inward reality. So if you've repented, turned back to God, metanoia, then the baptismal ceremony is a ceremonial washing. The real baptism happens by the fire of the Holy Spirit when he burns out your desire to be disobedient. That doesn't happen till after the return of Christ. You know, for you Christians out there, we're caught up in the cloud and perfected in the twinkling of an eye at the return of Christ. No one's perfected until Christ returns. Duh. So, you know, the nasty shit that was said was coded saying that if you baptize a dead person, all you have is a wet dead person. And Shiz also made a claim that the cemetery the dead infant, the miscarried infant, was buried in was hallowed ground. There's no such thing as fucking sacred ground. This is all shit made up, perpetuated by the Catholic Church, and then Hollywood gets a hold of this fucking nonsense. It's all bullshit. I bet you Finkel believes in vampires too.
Of Shiz happens. He kind of went away for a while. Now, if you look at his channel, he didn't really go away per se.
Yeah, it didn't go away. I stopped the broadcasting for stopped streaming. Shiz hates it when I say broadcasting. A stream is a broadcast. I stopped streaming for about somewhere between 6 and 10 weeks, like 2 months. And then, because I had a triple bypass and a heart valve replacement and, the recovery period after that. I was in the hospital for 6 fucking weeks.
Don't watch him. He's always been active, except for a little period last fall. He kind of...
And the always been active thing, I mean, I do stream on a regular basis, but it's not like I haven't gone 2-3 weeks in the past without streaming. I stream when I want to. When I started, I was getting compensated, so I did regular streams. Like I was almost daily, but now, now I do twice a week is probably my high-end average. I definitely do once a week sometimes. Like lately, I've done a little more than I usually do, but I'll be toning that down once the rain stops and I can do some outside work.
I went offline for a longer than usual while, and his audience, like, where you been? We're like, we didn't know you were gone. But
Fick, nobody cares what you knew or didn't know. Like, I'm trying to, oh my God, Finkel's forgotten about. Go fuck yourself, Finkel.
He came over and...
Finkel, take a look down here. 178 views. So, dude, come on. You're less important than Todd.
I was this channel or GS's channel, I can't remember. Became and got into another slap fest, this time with us. He was coming at us sideways, like, what the fuck's this Tard? What is he up to? Well, Turns out he claims.
Thanks. I never came after you till you started fucking coming after me in defense of your gay pal Todd. I mean, I know you're fucking him, dude. So yeah, that's why you pay him. Duh. Why else would you pay him if he wasn't hobbing the knob for you?
He had a major heart surgery.
Yeah, I do.
In Georgia. Now, he's been telling us.
Call me crazy, but I'm pretty sure that a triple bypass and a valve replacement. I mean, maybe I exaggerated a little when I said major heart surgery. No, I don't think I exaggerated at all.
Yes, he lives in the Philippines. He came to Georgia for his heart surgery. Turns out
I got it.
He was living, and he's been telling us he lives in the Philippines.
I do live in the Philippines 6 months out of the year. I live in Georgia, the other 6.
He came to Georgia.
I've been saying that fucking since the day I came on here 4 years ago.
For his heart surgery. Turns out he was living and working in Georgia.
I did not come back to Georgia for my heart surgery, and I never made that claim. I was in Georgia. I thought I had walking pneumonia. It was after hours. It was, later in the evening. The valet business that I'm a part owner in now, that I've worked for 14 years. We're vampires. The hospitality industry turns you into a vampire. You work at night. That's when everybody's out doing shit. The majority of the hospitality industry happens, after 6 p.m. until 6 a.m. So, I'm a night worker. So I was asleep all day. I woke up. I won't over-explain it, Laura. Calm down before you get your fucking cat blocks on. I woke up, I think, 4 or 5, and it was my day off. So probably 5, 6 o'clock. I woke up, and this was in November. So it was already dark out. I milled around for a little bit. I was having difficulty breathing. I had that gurgling, and most mornings I would stand up, and then I could feel the fucking fluid drain out of me and hack and cough a little bit. So my first winter in Georgia, having come down from New York, I walked around in a fucking short sleeve or a long sleeve t-shirt, and through the whole fucking winter. And it's nowhere near as cold, and it's a lot wetter in Georgia in the wintertime than New York ever was. So, Coda got pneumonia. And Coda didn't do shit about the pneumonia. He just ignored it and kept working. So Coda wound up in the hospital with walking pneumonia, which had developed into pleurisy. I had an infection in between the lining of my lung and the rib cage. So every time I took a breath, it felt like I literally went to the emergency room on Christmas Eve, the first time doing this. Couldn't take a deep breath. I constantly felt like I was going to pass out. So it felt like every time I took a breath, it felt like somebody was rubbing fucking sandpaper up and down my rib cage. So I went to the emergency room. Then my older sister took me, and they gave me a amoxicillin and a round of pain pills. So this time when it happened to me 15 years later, actually more like 20 years later, I just thought I had walking pneumonia again, and it was after hours. So I went to the emergency room at the hospital, and they were having difficulty getting pulse reading on me. My fucking heartbeat was off the charts. It was like fucking 220. So they're like, yeah, you're not getting any medication. You're not going home. You're going from here to the Gwinnett Hospital where our cardiac unit is. Oh, and by the way, my mom has been out for a couple of days. My mom had to have a bypass done. She's 80. 82. And she was scheduled to have the same doctor as me, but my mom is diabetic, so they couldn't get enough good vein to do the bypass, so they had to actually stretch the artery. They had to cut out the clogged area and then stretch the artery. So a different cardiologist who specialized in that procedure took care of my mom at that point in time. So anyway, I had thought I had walking pneumonia. I went to the emergency room. They told me I had 3 arteries that were 90% blocked. You have a branch artery, one of your majors, and they call it the widowmaker, because if you block up in that one, most people die. That's where the doctor said, I don't recall having a fucking heart attack, but the doctor said I did. So he knows better than I would. If it happened while I was sleeping. But he said it happened in the blockage was in the artery that they call the widowmaker. So, I got fucking lucky. I got super lucky. And, it wasn't walking pneumonia. I had heart trouble.
Yeah, he had a wife and kid in the Philippines, but he was living and working in Georgia.
I have a wife, and my wife and my son are in the Philippines. My wife does not want to leave the Philippines. Filipinos are very, the nuclear family is very important to the Filipinos. And, they call it bonding. They have regular family get-togethers where, family members, cousins bond with each other. The in-laws get to know each other. It's a huge extended family thing. It's a big part of the culture. So, I didn't want to separate my wife from her family because it causes problems for Filipinos. A lot of Filipinos go over to the States or go to foreign countries. They work, they're happy. But the majority of Filipinos that leave the country and don't have contact with family members, they don't fare very well. And I didn't want to put my wife through that. And there's a big thing about land possession here. And, there's my wife's great-grandfather is, a founder of the barangay. So there's some historical stuff going on and that they have a lot of pride in, and she didn't want to abandon all that. And I had toured around Southeast Asia before I met my wife, so I was familiar with the cultures, and I like it here. I love the fucking food, and Asian women are just fucking, I don't know, they hands down for me. Like Stone Vet said it the other day, I have a type. He was talking about Finkel's girl, who he said looks like a warlock, and I think he hit the nail on the head there. That Stone Vet said, I have a type that's attractive. So I have a type too, and it's an attractive woman, but it's also I don't know how to describe it, and I don't want to be offensive about it. Inside the house, my wife is the boss, right? Inside, the way the house runs, that's up to my wife. Outside the house, I'm the boss. And, that suits me. I like that. I'm attracted to a woman who, I don't want to take care of the house. I don't want to do the shit inside. I don't want to do the grocery shopping, the cooking. I'll cook when I feel like cooking, but I don't want to get caught in the daily routine of that. My wife doesn't want to cut grass and fucking chop trees up that fell over and fucking cut grass to take feed to the cows and all that. She doesn't want to do that shit. So we have when you partner with someone, don't ever partner with anyone who doesn't bring something to the table that you cannot provide. And that's the core of my relationship with my wife. I bring to the table all the majority of things that my wife doesn't want to do for herself. And my wife does the same thing for me. She brings to the table all those, a willingness and a fondness for doing the things that I don't fucking want to do on a daily basis. 2 to the chest, 1 to the head says RIP coded. I'm not dead yet. Don't worry about it.
These, which it's not really that surprising.
Spit it out there, Finkel. You seem confused already.
All these people that ICE are going after, very similar, except they're not here legally in all cases. But Cody Friend hates the United States, but he's working and living in the United States. He's living for free with his mom, so he could send American money home to his wife and kid.
That's not it at all. And after my heart attack, I stayed with my mom because she was located closer to the facility I needed to go to for my aftercare. And, you know, I was immobilized for a while. Like, I wasn't allowed to open a fucking door, you know, because they cracked into my chest. I wasn't allowed to pull a fucking door open. So, yeah, I stayed at my mom's place. My mom was great. Took me where I needed to go. My mom took good care of me. So I stayed with my mom. My mom lives about 40, probably 35, 40 miles north of me. And my place is in Marietta, Georgia. So, you know, you're wrong, Finkel. But you can keep that up if you don't. It's up to you.
I'm sorry, his wife and his neighbor's kid. Okay, that was some nasty. All right.
See, you do it all the time, Finkel. My wife and my neighbor's kid. Go fuck yourself, Finkel. You do that shit because you have to project the fact that your whore wife, when you went on ship duty for the military, fucked everything with a $5 bill in her hand and got pregnant. That's you, Finkel. Don't project your bullshit on everybody else.
Right. We've been going back and forth with the nasty. Apparently, I pissed in my mom's underwear drawer or my daughter's underwear drawer. And
no, you piss in your mother's underwear drawer. Thank you for admitting it. And you inappropriately rub your cock on your daughter's legs.
Obviously, his wife is a red light district employee.
Finkel, you know, if I ever run into you, I promise you, I will fuck you up.
I'm willing to say, you know,
just because your wife was a dirty, nasty skank whore, which you called her that in front of your own fucking children because you're that kind of shit dick fucking asshole. Doesn't mean everybody else's wife is. And just because you hate women doesn't mean everybody else should hate women, Finkel. I get it. You use money to manipulate people, and the people who took money from you were just using you the whole fucking time, including your wife.
That's some back and forth slap and smack talk bullshit. He doesn't know how to self-reflect and say, yeah, I'm just fucking around, man. He doesn't have that ability. But he also told us,
oh, I'm not fucking around, Finkel. I'm dead serious. You and Todd are fucking grifters. You're law-breaking, threat-making grifters. That's what you are. When you get called out for your grifting, you start making fucking threats. That's why Todd douched his entire channel. All of Todd's videos are hidden now because Todd's embarrassed about the shit that he said. Maybe Rabbit did serve Todd with a civil lawsuit. It seems to be those events seem pretty close together. And then Todd, like a little weasel, stand on 10 toes, Todd, all 9 toes of him, hid all the shit, all the nasty shit that he's been saying. Pussy. Todd's a pussy. He's a pussy. And I'm glad that he realized he's a cowardly little pussy. I'm happy that he hid the pussy shit he said. It's good that Finkel hid the fucking stupid videos he made that fucking slander people, like the fucking one he made about my wife. I'm glad that you fucking hid all that shit. But that doesn't mean I'll forget that you fucking did it. That doesn't mean I'll forget it. You two guys are shitty people, and you'll be back at the shitty fucking behavior. You're just waiting for Ryder, Finkel. You're just waiting for Ryder to fire it up, and you'll bail out on GS. This is why GS will come back to the drama sphere, because Ryder will start being financed by Finkel, and Todd won't get his money anymore. And then Todd will get jealous, and Todd will want the Finkel money. And Finkel will draw Todd back into the Dramasphere. Finkel's a evil motherfucker. Ryder's pure malice, and Finkel, you're fucking evil, dude. You don't know what good is. You're not capable of it.
This major heart surgery costs him over $100,000. I'm going to give him credit for this.
Wait, I'm getting credit from Finkel.
I didn't have the bypass. I didn't have the clear the arteries. I had
a triple bypass, Finkel. It's a more expensive procedure than getting a mechanical valve put in your chest.
The valve replacement, and my insurance paid close to 114,000.
Now, mind you, Finkel had his heart procedure and heart problems in his early 50s. I'm in my late 50s. So this shit Finkel did happen 10 fucking years ago. So what cost 100,000 10 years ago, post-COVID, hands down, easily, without even fucking doing any calculations, is now 200 grand.
I don't remember. See, in the American medical system, you get a bill. And a week later, you get a bill for some nursing agency. And then a couple of days later, you get a bill for this. And over the next 6 months, you get little trickles of, we charge you for Q-tips. We charge you for, it's like when you think it's all over, one more little bill comes in from your surgery and your recovery from surgery. I believe, because mine was 10 years ago, I believe we tallied it up to around 114,000, but I didn't pay that. The large bulk of it was paid for by insurance. And when he was complaining,
I had my complete and total bill and had it paid off inside of 3 months. And it was right around $500,000.
About his surgery cost over $100,000. It seemed right.
I don't ever recall using the number 100,000.
Of course, I don't know about.
But then again, $500,000 is over 100,000. Do your little alligator sign, Finkel. Greater than, less than. Maybe you can figure it out.
The bypass part, I just know about the valve part. Well, so it's possible we got a clip here of him saying $500,000. That's quite possible. That when he first said 100,000, all the little trickle here and there bills hadn't come in yet. The hospital bill, the doctor bill, the surgeon bill.
I never said anything about 100,000, Finkel. Maybe you have a clip. Is this like when I said in my 30s and 40s, I nursed hangovers watching golf, but when we play the clip, there's no time reference other than in my drinking days, which I've been clear about was between the ages of 18 and 28.
Oh, the anesthesiologist bill. I get it. Maybe it was $500,000, or maybe it was around $100,000. Both aren't true, but one might be an incomplete picture. But he told us, he told GS and myself and our audiences, and I don't remember if it was my channel or GS's channel, he told us he lives in the Philippines. He went to Georgia for the surgery, and he doesn't have insurance because
I do live in the Philippines 6 months out of the year. I live in Atlanta, Georgia 6 months out of the year, specifically Marietta, a sleepy little suburb of Atlanta. I do not have insurance in the U.S. I do have insurance in the Philippines. I have a family policy, which does have some international coverage because we do the Hong Kong thing and we travel Southeast Asia when we vacation. So I have some out-of-country coverage. I've been clear about that from the get-go. And I do not believe in the benefits of insurance. For me, I believe in the benefits of insurance in general, providing peace of mind to people against a catastrophic happening. I would never advise people not to have insurance because you don't want to be that fucking dude who gets fucking taken out or, clipped by something, sideswiped and never saw it coming, or, get cancer in your fucking 30s. It happens. Did it happen to me? No. Did I blow off insurance? Yeah, I did. If I had put $1,000 a month into an insurance premium starting at, like age 21 up until now, my out-of-pocket would have been slightly higher than the $500,000 I did pay. And that's the only time I've really had to be in the hospital. I have 2 car accidents, but neither was my fault. So they were covered by the other motorist's insurance company. That person needed insurance. So if I paid $500,000 in premiums starting 30 years ago when I was 21, 40 years ago when I was 21, or I paid $500,000 out of pocket when I was 59, it makes more sense to pay the $500,000 out of pocket at 59 than it does to make the premium payments starting at 21, because the investment power, the opportunity cost of giving those premiums over time, instead of giving them to an insurance company, which is going to invest the money for its own gain, I invested the money myself, and that money grew. So the $500,000 I paid out is $500,000 with accumulated interest. For the heart procedure, the $500,000 I would have paid out with the insurance premiums is a legitimate $500,000. The $500,000 paid out for the procedure isn't really spending wise $500,000, because it appreciated and grew its own capital return over time, if you can understand that. I wouldn't recommend other people do that. You're taking a fucking chance. I took the chance. It worked out well for me. Do I have insurance? I have a family policy in the Philippines that covers myself, my wife, and my son. And I did submit all of my costs for the heart procedure in the U.S. And, I didn't get a whole lot. I got a little back, but I didn't get a whole lot back. As far as I'm concerned, the premiums I'm paying for the Philippine coverage is not fucking worth it. But the peace of mind it gives my wife is more than worth it. So that's really what I'm paying for.
Because he's bragging to be some kind of really wealthy man.
I'm not bragging to be a really wealthy man. I mean, I have the amount of wealth that anyone my age, the majority of people my own age, have accumulated over 40 years of working. Finkel hasn't. I don't know why. Todd hasn't. I don't know why. Other than they're the kind of people that don't save money. They spend all their money away. Finkel, mortgage poor. Oh, you got a beautiful house. You can't afford furniture to put in it because you're paying the fucking mortgage. That's you. You're always living beyond your means, throwing money around, $500 super chat donations to Todd solely so you can look like you have money. Because if you really wanted to give $500 to Todd, why would you give it through PayPal when that means YouTube's going to take 30% of it? That's like another fucking government. If you just sent it directly by PayPal, you would have paid what? Maybe $1, fucking $2 transaction fee. So you literally, on the 500, you're losing $150 that Todd's never going to get that you have to pay. So why wouldn't you just send Todd $370 by PayPal? He would have got more fucking money than the $500 you sent him super chat. That's why you don't have money. You're dumb. And that you think I'm bragging about being super wealthy simply because I've accumulated the type of savings that anyone my age who's been working since age 20 realistically should have in their retirement account. But you don't. That's why it's all It seems braggadocious to use your word because you don't have it. Neither does Todd.
And retired. He stopped working years ago.
I did. In my profession, I stopped working when I was 29 years old. You seem jealous about that too. I then went on after that. I did a little, European touring. I then did, I did some consulting jobs after that. And then I settled in with a valet company that I did audit work for because I saved them pretty close to $250,000 the first year I worked with them because it's a cash business and their valets were pocketing fucking money left and right. I mean, everyone steals $20-$40 every shift. And if you have 50 people working for you, it's a lot of fucking money that's not getting turned. There's a lot of money getting turned in, but there's a lot of money that's not getting turned in. So I implemented some, cash management procedures, which is what my forte was in college, short-term cash management, collection of receipts, securing of receipts, and short-term investment of receipts before they're swept off to the, more permanent fucking money-making savings. So that's what I did. I retired from being a broker and went back to work as a valet, but implemented what I was educated to do in college. And in order to audit more better, to be a better auditor in that field, I actually did the valet work. And I fucking love it. I love doing it. I'll do it till I die. I love it that much. It's fun as fuck. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're going to run into. And it's this constant, first off, in the valet business, you're selling, this isn't a hotel where I move your fucking car and I'm lucky if you throw me a $5 tip, right? That's not what we're doing. This is club work. People, every time I go out, I want to show out. How do you show out? You park in front of the fucking door, right? So you got to know how to price that shit to get the fucking money. I can get $100, $200 for a fucking door park. Most guys can't. I can. The two dudes who originally owned the company that I'm now a part ownership in, they're fucking phenomenal at doing it. Phenomenal. You have to know the gang boys. You have to get along with those motherfuckers. These people can cause huge fucking problems for you. There's illegal shit going on in the fucking parking lot, which you'd really like to put your foot down and get rid of, but you don't want to get fucking shot either, So there's a little bit of finesse going on there, Finkel.
Because he doesn't need to work. The only work he does.
I do not at this point in time need to work. Legitimately, I need to get to 67. Otherwise, I have to report whatever I take out of my retirement savings has to be reported as regular income. So it's subject to over 30% tax, federal and state tax. And also immediately, because to deter you from withdrawing from your retirement savings, the government tax on a 20% withhold immediately. So if I want to take 1,000 out, right, they're keeping 200 of it, and then I got to pay 30% tax on 1,000. So they kept 200. I got to pay half the fucking money's almost gone right there. So I could afford to live off it. I could afford to live off the interest from it, but I don't want to give the government my fucking money. I want my money. So I need to get to retirement age so that I can get the, reduced 14%, whatever tax rate, 15%, and, live high on the hog on my own money and to leave an inheritance behind for my son. Of course, you don't understand any of this thing. So I work so I don't have to dip into that. You got a problem with that, Mr. Unemployed? And your folks aren't overjoyed? Your mom won't even let you stay with her anymore, Finkel. Like you said, you're a hobo couch surfing and sleeping in your car.
Now it's volunteer work and working around his property in the Philippines.
I do volunteer work in mostly in the Philippines. I don't do much in the U.S. Because the people I work with in the Philippines are a lot poorer than even the poorest people I know in the U.S. And the U.S. has an institutionalized mechanism set up to support the poor. They do here in the Philippines, but not where I'm at, not out in the province where I'm at. It's not as reliable. So, people have to help out. And if you don't help your neighbors when they're down, especially if they have kids, they're going to break into your fucking house when you're not around. That's the way life works. It's one of the main motivators for helping people out. For people who don't understand the goodness of charity, you should understand that making sure Mr. So-and-so's children have enough to eat is a great way to make sure Mr. So-and-so doesn't break into your fucking house when you're away for the day.
He's retired, is what he told us. He's retired, he's wealthy, and shame on us because he's, he thinks he knows our finances. But shame on us for being of our age and not being.
I don't know your finances, but Todd has actually admitted that he doesn't have any or much in savings. And you betray where you're at, Finkel, because you're a couple of years older than me at the best. 2 years older than me. So if the multi-millions I have saved in my retirement account make you scratch your head and say that's impossible, that just tells me you don't have shit saved for your fucking retirement, which you are closer to than I am. So you should have more money saved than I do. We've both been working the same 40-year period.
Dope. And as wealthy as he is. And while he's, flexing that and doubling down, he tells us he doesn't buy insurance. Because why buy insurance? Because what was his articulation? If you pay premiums all year and you don't get sick, then you've paid all that money and nothing happened. If you get sick, it's actually cheaper than paying the premiums all year. Well, whether you're talking about $100,000 or $500,000, whatever the case may be, the premiums are worth it. But he disavowed insurance because he's so wealthy. He can pay for these things out of pocket, whether it's $100,000 or $500,000. But now we have him talking about it shortly after the fact. He was living in Georgia. He was working in Georgia.
Does he? I've never
He had
heard
the
of
day off from work in Georgia, and he paid $500,000.
Thanks. My entire listening audience has been aware of what you're saying. I know it's a revelation to you that you just found out, but my entire listening audience has been aware of my situation, what you're describing, for 4 fucking years.
And he's waiting to see how much the insurance is going to pick up. Well, I see we have a British man in there, and I know that sometimes we have a Canadian man there. I don't know how they work. I don't even know how it works in the Philippines, but the United States.
Am I waiting to see what the insurance will pick up? Or did at the very end of my talking, did I make an off-the-cuff comment? I know it's hard to pick up because my voice is very subdued. This was right after. This was one of the first streams I did after I got out of the hospital. I cracked a joke. We will see what the insurance picks up, because I know they're not going to get fucking much, if any of it. But I don't know. The way you interpret shit, Finkel, is fucking crazy.
It runs to the insurance first. They build the insurance.
They don't bill my Philippine insurer. I have to get the bills and submit them to the Philippine carrier for reimbursement. That's the way it fucking works, Finkel. You don't really fucking know that much, Finkel. You only know the way you think the way you do things. It's as if you said the way to get to the grocery store is go down Main Street, take a left, go up the hill, take a right, and there's the grocery store. And someone else says, well, if you just take a right here, and go straight up that road, you'll be there, and you can avoid that big giant hill up and down. And you say, no, there's only one way to get to the grocery store. But you're wrong. Because they have 4 entrances into the parking lot. So there must be more than one way to get there.
Insurance says, we're paying this or we're not paying that. And then if the insurance gives a thumbs up or thumbs down or a partial thumbs up, then they send you a bill. This is right after the fact, and he's claiming he paid, past tense, $500,000, and he's claiming he's waiting to see what the insurance, what he told us he didn't have, and he took the day off from work, which he was working in Georgia. Let's play it. Let's see if you can hear his contradiction.
Finkel's been busting my balls for months about being a valet. Now he's acting surprised that I was working. Okay, Finkel, don't let everyone know that you're wet-brained and can't remember what went on yesterday.
This is apparently right after his surgery, while he's still in Georgia.
And I got up. I had the day off. I got up. I ate. I couldn't fucking breathe.
He had the day off in Georgia.
So I'm like, all right. Jumped in my Jeep, ran over to and then, I was fine. So I've been on and off like chest cold, sick from almost the whole fall. October, November, probably before October, probably late in September, and going to work, getting sick, suffering through it, still going to work.
Going to work, getting sick, suffering through it, still going to work. This is leading up to the months leading up to the surgery. He's going to work, suffering through it.
Months leading up to the surgery. I went to the emergency room. I had surgery within 3 fucking days of the day I visited the emergency. What the fuck do you mean months going up to the surgery?
Yeah, he was working. He wasn't retired. He wasn't he was working. Let's continue. Oh, and he drove the Jeep to the ER.
Or staying in bed for the fucking 2 days I had off, and then finally I couldn't fucking take it anymore. And I got up. I had the day off. I got up. I ate. I couldn't fucking breathe. So I'm like, all right. Jumped in my Jeep, ran over to the emergency room, thinking they would just, fucking give me pain pills and a course of fucking penicillin or amoxicillin, whatever, and, kick me out the door like happened years ago. So I pretty much have been, I don't know, probably for the last year, with all the, running I do at work.
All the running he does at work. So he's low on the totem pole. He's not running the show. He's running errands.
Running errands? I apologize. I just can't keep my hands off these peanuts. Thanks. If you're going to audit a process, a procedure, you can do it without ever, you can do the audit without ever doing the work. But if you do the work, then you can understand where the bottlenecks happen and where shit gets fucked up. And I love pricing. I love pricing non-tangibles and maximizing the price for them. It's a little competition we have in the business, the guys together, because the more you make, the more you take, right? If I make $1,000 in a night, I get my cut of 1,000. If I make 3,000 in a night, I get my cut of 3,000. It's the same cut. The bigger the pie, the bigger the piece. Of course, that doesn't motivate a fucking underachieving slacker like you, Finkel. That's why you can't understand or comprehend why I do anything I do. It's all about the competition. It's all about going out every day. Every day is a puzzle. It's the same puzzle. You just figure out how to put it together differently because the puzzle pieces aren't given to you in the same order on a daily basis. It's all the same puzzle. It's all the same pieces, but the pieces get shuffled up and you randomly get the pieces to put the puzzle together, right? And then there's the efficiency of assembling the puzzle. But you don't get any of that, Finkel, because you're like a Navy guy who underperformed in the Navy when the reason you were in the Navy is because someone put you in a chair, put headphones on you and said, if you hear ping, press the red button and somebody who knows what to do will come.
We've pretty much been playing Russian roulette 5 nights a week. So when I went into the emergency room, they did the x-ray thing. And I was expecting them to tell me I had fluid in my lungs and whatnot. And, the doctor came back and he's like, I'm like, got a little medicine for me? He's like, yeah, we got some medicine for you. I go, you going to give me scripts? I'll go to the pharmacy. He's like, you're not going anywhere, mister. You're not going anywhere. I'm like, what? He's like, you have 90% blockage in 3 arteries. And
under 60, 90% blockage. That sounds like somebody hasn't been living right. I also had an open chest surgery. It was just
pure genetics, Finkel. It has nothing to do with how I was living. I mean, if I had known I had a genetic issue or propensity for hardening of the arteries or blockages, then I probably could have adjusted my diet. But I didn't know, and really didn't have any way of knowing because it's never manifest with anyone in my family, either my father's or my mother's side, until 70s, post 70s. So I wasn't really looking out for it. Apparently, Finkel doesn't know who Jim Fix was. Jim Fix was a marathon runner, known worldwide, U.S. marathon runner. Jim Fix died jogging one day at the age of 53, total heart failure. So, you could be perfectly healthy, Finks. There's nothing you can do about it. If it's your time to go, it's your time to go. God answered my prayers. Second time, Finkel. You don't know who he is. He gives me what I ask for.
For the valve, for the mechanical valve, arteries are clear. And I smoke and I eat red meat.
You need an aortic valve replacement. So I said,
You got the oink oink.
Yeah, the pig valve put in. So what? You had fucking metal put in yours. You had machinery put in yours, you soulless fucking cocksucker. Finkel had his heart issue, valve failure, had his heart issue at valve failure is worse than congestion because if the blood's still going through. When your valve fails, it doesn't close. So your heart pumps, the blood goes up. When the pump relaxes, the blood that was just pumped out falls back down. The valve is a bigger issue than the fucking heart thing, than the congestion in the arteries. Finkel, yours happened at 51 years old. Mine happened at 58. Who's the weakling?
and they shipped me from the I took an ambulance ride from the county I was in to a county over. So I wound up in Gwinnett.
So he wasn't diagnosed in the Philippines and went to the United States to get the superior health care. He wasn't even living in the...
So now your story's changing? Well, you should have done your research and figured it out, because now you're contradicting yourself. You told people at the beginning I came from the Philippines to the U.S. to get better medical care. Now you're changing your story.
Philippines and went on vacation to U.S. He was living and working, living at mommy's house and working in the U.S. and sending his paycheck back to the Philippines, where it goes much further, while living for free with mommy.
Where this particular hospital has its, cardiovascular setup.
Yeah, it is, Logan. Yeah, it is.
So, I hung out in the hospital for a day or two waiting to have surgery. And I had surgery. Everything went well. I was in critical care for a couple days, and then I completely fucking crashed. Like my body wasn't getting rid of the fluid that built up in my lungs and the lining of my
you do, Don. Pictures on the community
page. I think I'm pretty sure I flatlined twice while I was in critical care, a couple days apart. And then the second time, the people there, the nursing staff, the people that took care of me were fucking phenomenal. And I was getting, fucking grumpy. All I wanted was to get the fuck out of there. All I wanted was to hug my wife and see my son just one more fucking time. Oh my God, I prayed and I prayed. The weird thing is, before
He's going in for a life or death surgery, potentially.
This is how they speculate, Finkel and Todd. This is how they speculate based on their own understanding and desires and completely get shit fucking wrong. Listen to what Finkel says.
And he has to pray to see his wife and son one more time. This is not uncommon. There are people that I pray to see one more time when I went to my surgery, and my surgery wasn't apparently as an emergency condition as his. Mine was, I wouldn't say elective, but it wasn't like you have to go now.
So you must, if we were praying for the same thing, according to your logic, you must have been more afraid because your surgery wasn't as serious as mine. But yet we were praying for the same thing. I'll bet you we were praying for the same thing for different reasons and under different rationale.
In fact, I did go home. I did get it scheduled. I did continue smoking and eating red meats. Very, very natural to be so afraid of death. You're going to articulate it that, hey, I'm not going to see this person again, or I'm not going to see that person again. That is perfectly normal. But remember, this guy claims to be such a devout Christian and so certain in life after death. And since you've accepted Jesus Christ in your heart and your soul as your Savior, you are going to heaven, no questions asked. He is 100% certain of it, or at least he claims to be. No, not so much when he's actually facing the possibility that he's moving on. Am I going to see my wife and child ever again? Are they coming to heaven with me? Or maybe they're going to hell and I'm going to heaven? Or maybe I'm going to hell and they're going to heaven? Or maybe I don't really have faith that there is a heaven and hell, that we'll all be together again someday. Maybe my smack talk about my religion and putting down others is nothing more than smack.
Finkel is completely wrong here. Finkel smack talks other people's religion. Finkel doesn't understand Christianity at all. Some people in the side chat are saying that Finkel claims he's a Christian. I mean, he could make that claim, but I doubt he is. He refuses to acknowledge that Jesus is Christ come in the flesh to make propitiation for the sins of mankind, all of mankind. Finkel You can't be a Christian if you don't believe that. Sorry for you. My desire, my prayer to see my wife and son one more time had nothing to do with my fear of death. Absolutely nothing. It happened so quickly. The diagnosis and the movement to the hospital happened so quickly that I did not have time to, and then a day or two later, when I had a short window of opportunity to inform my wife, I did not tell her. So my wife and my son had no idea what was going on. And my praying to God to just be able to see them one more time. One more. If I die, I die. I don't care. But I wanted one more opportunity to talk to my wife and my son because I had not told them how much I love them and how important they are to me. And that, if I knew I was going to die, right, there are things that I need to tell my son. There are things that I absolutely need to tell my son. He's 9 years old. I'm not going to tell him those things unless I absolutely have to tell him because he's 9 years old. So that it's no fear of death. It's fear of my son feeling like I abandoned him, or my wife, me leaving without telling my wife. When my wife goes to the market, or one of us stays home and the other one leaves the property for whatever reason, I give my wife a hug, a kiss, and I tell her I love her every fucking time. My wife does the same with me. Because you don't part like that without saying goodbye, in case, on the off chance that something might happen. That's the insurance that love demands, is the acknowledgement of it before you physically separate from each other. So that if something happened, they can carry the idea that they were told they were loved before you went away. They won't have to have any doubt about it. That's why I wanted to talk to my wife and son. That's why I prayed to see my wife and son at least one more time, because I hadn't talked to them. They didn't know what was going on. And I didn't, right before, I didn't want to tell my wife because there's nothing she could do. And all she would have done was worry about me. And I didn't want to put her through that. Well, she was angry at me after the fact that I didn't tell her. Yeah, she's a little bit upset with me, which she didn't express until I came back to the Philippines. And I got a little day of the cold shoulder for that. And, I understand it. But, and my wife came to understand that, the reason I didn't tell her was because there was nothing she could do. And I know my wife, she would have sat around and worried about it all day long. And she got that. So, Finkel's just completely wrong. And, I feel bad for Finkel because Finkel doesn't really have anyone in his life that he has that love connection with, that he would feel that he disappointed them if he left without saying goodbye. Because all of Finkel's relationships turn to shit and fall apart on bad fucking terms. So he doesn't understand why it's important to tell a loved one goodbye before you leave. Poor Finkel.
The day before I went to the emergency room, I had fallen asleep in the afternoon, and I did.
I'm going to relate I want to get to the end of this. We're close to 2 hours. I have a new, we're 148. Finkel's last point is that I had a moment where I was not fully asleep, but not awake, that kind of in between that you're in. And I had a little span of time where I really felt like I was walking with the Lord, and I felt complete peace. And that was the point when I knew I had nothing to worry about, and that my request that I would see my wife and son again was going to be granted to me. That's the calm I felt there, was that kind of realization. Actually, I'll play it because Finkel says it's the acceptance of death. For me, it was the acceptance that my life was going to continue. that nothing detrimental was going to happen, which is exactly what happened.
The most peaceful dream I've ever had. Like when I woke.
That's your body preparing to let go. Your body doesn't know about modern medical science. Your body's like, okay, we're wrapping up, so let's tell the mind, ease the mind.
No, that's not what it is, Finkel. And when more common than not, in fact, it happened with Christ himself, and there are death row inmates just prior to execution that the same phenomenon has manifested itself in. When you don't want to die and you know you're going to die, you don't gain peace. You sweat blood. But the anxiety is so great that you pop the minor capillaries on your surface skin and you sweat blood. It's detailed with Christ. It's been detailed with at least 2 Sing Sing inmates the day before, within 24 hours of going to death row. They've had that experience. So, Finkel doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Finkel's just dumb. Where'd you get your idea from, Finkel? Hollywood?
He's a goner.
Woke up, I felt fucking great. And then the next day, I felt like shit. But I just.
Good morning, U-Haul TV. And again, good morning to Mr. Mimsy, or good afternoon where Mr. Mimsy is.
I had a dream that I was.
We're just catching Coded in a doublespeak. He told us about how he got surgery.
Yeah, you got me, Finkel. You got me. I've been clear that I have insurance in the Philippines, family coverage. I don't have individual coverage in the U.S. Finkel dumb.
Without insurance because he doesn't believe in insurance. And here we're going to hear a completely different story. He also told us that he was retired before the surgery, and we just found out he had been working up to the day of the surgery.
Walking hand in hand with the Lord. And
Finks, I don't know anyone that's retired and doesn't still work. I know for you it's odd because all you know is gotta go to work or laid off, fired, need to find a job.
And I just felt completely cut. I felt more relaxed than I've ever felt in my life.
Well, you just told us while he was on the table, please, God, let me see my wife and son one more time.
I said that because I didn't want my 9-year-old son to feel like I abandoned him. Right? But just one more time so I can say goodbye and explain to him what happened and to tell my wife that I love her. It's not a fear of death. It's a fear of leaving people that I love dearly with the impression that I didn't love them because I didn't tell them what was happening.
Doesn't sound as faithful as he claims to be. And I'm not mocking the fear.
Yeah,
you are. Fear. It's a scary situation. I was scared too.
I wasn't scared. I was worried about the well-being of my wife and son. Scared? Never. Look, this is what's going to happen when I die, Finkel. I'm going to take a dirt nap in the ground until the Lord returns and cracks open the sky. When that happens, I'll be called up out of the grave and perfected in the clouds in the twinkling of an eye. That's my faith. That's the hope I have. You don't have it, Finkel. I don't know. Maybe that's because you don't know God.
I just don't profess to be a super faithful Christian, and it's all guaranteed. I'm going to heaven.
John 3, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Read it, know it. That's it. That's the process of salvation. God so loved the world, he sent his one and only Son. Those who believe in him are not judged. Are not judged. Get it? Are not judged. Those who believe in him are not judged. Those who don't believe in him, like Finkel, are judged already because the light shone into the world and the darkness like Finkel, rejected it.
My family's going to heaven. There is a heaven. I don't have the kind of faith he claims to, but it turns out he also does not have the kind of faith he claims to.
Why? Because you say, Finkel, you're such a loser. You say I don't have faith, yet you can't prove it. You say I still drink, yet you can't prove it. Like every claim, don't. Go ahead and call me, say I still drink, do all that. That doesn't bother me. Don't discount the fucking power of the Lord, Finkel, lest it get unleashed on your dumb fucking ass. Because the same power that heals is the power that fucking destroys.
And then a day later, I'm in the emergency room begging God for one more chance to see my wife. So that's Coded's holiday adventure. And what I got for Christmas was an extension on living. Granted, now.
Oh, wait, listen right here. I cracked I think it was a can of seltzer. But Finkel says I'm playing. You can hear the fizz of the fucking CO2 when I cracked the top open. Oh, it was a diet ginger ale, which they gave me tons of. When I came out of the hospital, it was the only thing I was really sure I could fucking drink, that and water. Because they gave me all the fucking diet ginger ale I could fucking drink when I was in the hospital. So this is a Diet Seagram 7. Listen.
For a chance to see my wife. So that's Coded's holiday adventure. And what I got.
Did you hear that right there? Did you hear the fizz?
So that's Coded's holiday adventure. And what I got for Christmas was an extension on living. Granted, now it cost me $500,000.
So you hear the fizz, you hear the pop of the cap after the seal is broke, the full pull that pops it open. And then you'll actually hear me swallow.
Granted, now it cost me $500,000. I'll see what the insurance covers, but I'm pretty sure I got a big bill coming.
Now, we heard two things at the end. We're going to see what the insurance covers.
Yeah, because when I go back to the Philippines, Finkel, I have to bring all this fucking paperwork to submit to the insurance carrier. Because the hospital's not doing it with a foreign fucking carrier. You got to pay up front and then get a reimbursement from the insurance company. Like I said, I've had a Laura Rader says Coded swallows, not a spitter. Exactly, especially when it comes to pop top soda. So I had to submit all the fucking bills. I'm not getting shit from my Philippine insurance company. They are, however, picking up the bulk of my medication costs, which I appreciate.
Told us that he doesn't use insurance. He doesn't believe in insurance. The premiums.
In the U.S., I do not use insurance. I do not believe insurance. In the Philippines, where my wife lives, I have insurance coverage for the family because it makes my wife feel safe.
Are gotcha. And we also heard him playing with his Zippo lighter in the background.
So me cracking open a can of Seagram's Diet Ginger Ale, that's me playing with a Zippo lighter. And despite the fact that you can hear when the top is cracked, you can hear the fizz of the CO2. You can then hear the full pull crack. And if you listen close enough, you can hear me swallow the sip of soda I took. But Finkel's certain, because Finkel knows what a Zippo lighter sounds like. By the way, I've never owned a Zippo lighter, ever.
Click.
You know why I've never owned a Zippo lighter, Finkel? Because they suck and they leak fluid into your pants. And it's a great way to set yourself on fire.
I used to have a Zippo lighter. I used to fiddle with it. when I'm preparing to light a cigarette with it. Well, bastard in Bosnia took my Zippo lighter. Why? Because, well, I was in the Navy first, and then I was in the Army. So I had a Zippo lighter cover that had USS Cunningham, the name of my ship, on it. So to look at it, looked like
Finkel was on the USS Cornhole? What?
the lighter was a USS Cunningham lighter. And I lit a cigarette, and a kid snatched it and ran off. We caught him a few days later. Actually, we didn't catch him. We ran into him a few days later. It turns out he and his siblings were orphans, and they needed to make flame to cook with. So I said, "Can I have the cover back?" He's like looking at me real funny. I took the lighter out of the cover, and I kept the cover, let him keep the lighter.
Why didn't you just get him a book of matches? Because if he had to steal a lighter from you, he can't afford the lighter fluid. Duh.
Anyway, yeah, that was a Zippo lighter.
The Zippo lighter story by Finkel is total bullshit. They beat up the kid that took the lighter.
Being clicked in the background, even after his surgery, when he's talking about it as his recent past, he's still playing with his Zippo lighter. So probably about to light a cigarette. I don't know. Not really judging him on that because I smoke. I smoked 10 years post.
No, you just like to lie, Finkel, and it shows how easily you misinterpret sensorial data. You're unreliable.
Post my surgery, on and off, but currently I am a smoker. But he's been mocking me for being a smoker. Huh. He smoked after being so fearful of his surgery that he wasn't sure if he was going to see his wife and son again. Sounds like he opening a can of burr.
See, even someone in the fucking side chat said it sounded like a can of beer opening a carbonated beverage. It was a Seagram's Diet 7-Up.
Burr, can of burr. I'm not sure what that is. Hey, fuckers. How you doing, Hot Miss Summer? How you doing? This is just a little YouTube drama about a fiend everyone calls Coded. Looks like I found some double speak. By the way, the sound clip you guys heard.
No, it looks like you desperately tried to make up some double speak. Everything you say, you in an epiphany figured out. I've blatantly told to people over my 4-year existence on YouTube. So next, Finkel's going to tell everyone that he's uncovered I have felony arrests.
That was a little bit after Christmas. That was 9 months ago. And you all know what he's been saying more recently. I get it. I get it. When you're recovering from a surgery like that, your memory's a little fuzzy and you don't remember the lies you're speaking then.
Oh, Finkel, go back to drinking. Drink more. You can't remember the lies you tell.
So when you lie today, Coded, you don't remember the lies you've already put out there in the internet.
All you have to do is come up with a lie I told, because I've told everyone here I don't have insurance in the U.S., my rationale for not having insurance in the U.S., and I've more than once spoke about the fact that I do have insurance coverage for the family in the Philippines, because I have a 9-year-old son. I would be stupid not to fucking carry insurance. Kids break bones.
Internet is forever. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day. And that's all I got to say about that.
Tell me, did you ever see dinosaur?
No.
Well, did you ever see pterodactyl?
No.
Did you ever see things that don't currently exist? No. I'm a rational boy, you fucking retarded Finkel. Finkel's such a fucking dumbass. 49 dude motherfuckers in the side chat. We do have a Logan Sandman with us. We do have a Hello Baby. We do have a Carte Blanche. And we do have a Laura Raider. Right now, we're going to have a little intermission. I'm going to freshen up my beverage, and I will be right back. We will introduce some new doofs to the Doofus Crest. The Doofus Juice is seeping out into the world. If you combined Ryder, an equal part of Ryder, an equal part of Finkel, and an equal part of Todd, and mixed them all together, what would you get? Stay tuned. We will find out right after the intermezz.
I need you.
Sorry, I jumped the gun a little there. I didn't have it queued all the way back. And I love that little drum beat intro. Here we go. Here we go.
A hot summer night, it felt like a net. I've got to find my baby yet. I need you. As soon
where it's at. Knocking louder, baby. I can't hear you. Knocking louder, sugar. I can't hear you. On the door, baby. On the door. On the door, baby. You're what? That's where it's at, yeah. That's where it's at.
Little Doctor into shaking Eddie Money, Robert Palmer first, and then finish it out with the B-52's Love Shot. I have no idea what's going on with the purpleness of my camera, the pinkish purple. I believe there's just too much sunlight and it's overwhelming. I don't know what the fuck happened. I'll check it after. We're going to have to deal with this for now. If it's annoying, I can shut off the camera. Love Shack, baby. Thank you. Everybody who suggested tunes, all great tunes that were suggested. I will go back and look through. We will randomly get to just about everything everybody mentioned eventually. If you definitely want to hear something right away in the near future, email codedfriend.001@gmail.com. The O's are O's, not zeros. codedfriend.001@gmail.com. Put a little music list in there, and I'll get them in. I just have to make sure. Really, you like Sledgehammer? I like his cover of what's the fucking tune? You Stole My Money, My Cigarettes. That's actually an Al Green tune. Okay, so it is time to introduce a new Doofus Crest character. I think you'll get a kick out of these guys. If you rolled Finkel, Todd, and Ryder together, this is what you would wind up with. Let me get it up here. Live. I'm queued. Let me get them shared. Finkel and Todd seem to think that Doofus Crest will not survive without them. You guys are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to stupid. There's plenty of fucking stupid out here to be looked at. We can go on for a very long time without Finkel and Todd. 39, good. Yeah, camera tripped out listening to the B-52s. I have no idea what the fuck's going on with that. I might need a new camera anyways, because I'd like to mount it over here on the side so that I don't always look like I'm looking up. The camera's on my laptop. The TV monitor's up here. So let's get a little of this. Let's get a little of this. I need to share screen. Boom. There we go. This is Doug and Stacy off grid. I don't know why I'm lagging here. Do I have too much shit open? I don't really have anything open. All right, let's get into it. See what happens.
We are going live. Everybody hear me all right? You see me okay? Can you hear me, Major Tom? We're going to get right into this one. I was handed this paperwork today. Y'all, I think we're officially living in clown world. Okay, when I share this paper with you guys, give you a little bit of what.
This is so fucking Chris Ryder. Only this dude's actually pimping product.
I found and what maybe you know already, and that they just act like this is no big deal.
This will show you how popular stupid is on the internet. This dude has 1.32 million subscribers, and this video, this hour-long video, got 44,000 views. The thing that Todd and Finkel wish they could do, but just can't.
Oh, this is amazing to me. Also, I want to talk about, you know, the Fauci lie and cover up and how nothing's going to get done. And there's literally people out there thinking that they saved lives because they worked in the medical field and they were the causation of death, right? Because they were.
Wait, people who work in the medical field don't save lives? That's a strange one. I'll bet the undertakers are happy about that.
Doing what they were told, okay, because they had compliance of the brain, all right? And they're literally out here thinking that that was some big deal and that COVID this. And where's COVID today, y'all? Seriously, leave a comment. Where the hell is COVID today? It just magically vanished away, right? And we all know that the vaccine is a total lie and was made by the military. All the proof is out and in the pudding. And you still have.
What? The military made the vaccine, huh? Okay, whatever. Johnson & Johnson's a military company now? Pfizer's a military company? Okay, dude.
Have these people that believe that they put on these stupid things on their face and that they were, you know, it's amazing. This is why we're in big trouble, okay? This is called mass psychosis, all right, on a level no one has ever seen before. And mark my words, they're drumming up.
Look, we're enough past the whole COVID thing. Yeah, COVID blew and, you know, the government fucked shit up. But, you know, it was a fucking pandemic and it was brand new. Give it a fucking rest, man. What? The government's not perfect? Oh, okay. Sorry you thought that.
Up the religious war, okay? That's why they keep showing pictures of Detroit, Dearborn Heights.
It's a religious war. That's why they keep showing Detroit. What?
They keep showing Florida, Texas, all these Muslims everywhere. I saw a video where the dude goes into the store. He's like the only white guy in the whole place. This is in Dearborn Heights, Michigan. Blue collar America, okay? It's amazing. But if you look up how many mosques are in America, it's not even close to how many Jewish places there are.
There we go. Anti-Muslim, anti-Jew. There's the Todd portion of the mix. Just the look and the talk and the tone of voice and the grand conspiracy is pure fucking Ryder. And then Todd, we get a little mix of the Jew hate in here for fucking Toddler.
Oh my God, y'all. This is a great time to be alive if you are ever looking for the truth. But I got this paperwork today. We're going to wait a few more minutes for people to show up. I don't want to keep repeating this stuff over and over. It was a public notice handed to me today by a public official who basically just acted like it was no big deal. Just like, oh, here's your paper.
Is he Amish, Laura? No, I think he's trying to play that up, but Amish people don't live stream, you know, because of the whole anti-electricity thing.
And I asked him some questions, and he was just like, unbelievable. When I tell you guys this right here, unbelievable. Okay? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Of course your pharmacist says that because your pharmacist is part of Big Pharma. And Big Pharma has to delegate the lie. I saw a t-shirt with sheep wearing a mask. That's amazing, right? And then they throw it in your face. They call them flock cameras, which are every day just looking worse and worse and worse, right? Worse and worse and worse. Cops being in it to stalk their lovers. I mean, we are in some doozy times. Like I said last week, if you guys want to get out there and travel around and do something, you're running out of time. I truly believe that. It's by 2030, which is their timeline, not mine. Not mine. I'm not. No.
Who's they? 2030. It all ends in 2030, according to fucking dipshit Doug. How? 44,000 views, 1.3 million subscribers. There are that many stupid people out there. There have to be 10 times the amount of stupid people. These are just the douches tuning into this fucking wingnut.
Nostradamus or anything, but by 2030 is what they say that they want to have this thing locked down. And COVID was a huge test, and we failed miserably. All right. 768 people, only 187 thumbs up. People are flying in here left and right. The show has started. Please give us a thumbs up so that'll help other people know that we are live and they can get this information. Okay? Oh, I didn't even notice that. Amazing. Este informante. Now we got to get notifications in English and Spanish. This is another problem.
Why is it a problem? Don't you want the Spanish-speaking people to know? He's going to launch into a whole you have to speak English in America tirade. It's cool that foreigners come here and learn the language, but I grew up in a predominantly Italian neighborhood in upstate New York, and most of my friends spoke Italian because their grandmother or their grandfather didn't speak English. There was a Polish kid I went to school with because we used to tease him relentlessly about being Polish. His parents didn't speak much English. They only spoke Polish. But, man, that motherfucker could mud and tape a room in fucking minutes.
Right? When people come to our country, they're supposed to assimilate. Okay? Not create a country inside of a country. Not walking around speaking.
The beauty of America is that we are a melting pot and all these cultures come together and we can pick best of breed. There are certain things that are really good about the Italian culture. There are things that are really good about the fucking Irish culture. There are things that are really good. See, Irish and the Brits, which are predominantly, the main immigrant that came here, they all speak English. So then you get this whole everyone has to speak English thing. It's fucking ridiculous. When you lose languages, you lose words and concepts that aren't present in the English language. The Inuit Indian has 22 fucking words for snow. The Greek language has 24 different words for truth. If you lose those languages, you lose those subtle differentiations and meanings. If you bring those languages to America, you bring a broadening of conceptual understanding. This moron can only speak English and would be lost in a group of people that were speaking Spanish or speaking Italian. He wouldn't even bother trying to get acclimated to the fucking language. I'm in the Philippines. Nobody expects me to speak Ilocano or Tagalog. They would prefer if I did because they're shy about speaking English. But most of the people I talk to speak better English and they're way less educated than me. And they speak better English than I do Tagalog or Ilocano. And I'm grateful that they don't force me to speak their language. I've had a couple douchebags here that were like, we're not talking to you till you learn to speak the Ilocano. And I'm like, all right, dude, we're never talking then. Bye-bye.
Speaking their own foreign language all the time. They're supposed to know how to read and write on the English, our national language. that has
Are they? Where does it say that? Show me a law. You're just fucking spouting fucking hate rhetoric, you douche.
been for hundreds of years. This is, this is another problem. I'm telling you guys, and calling somebody African American or, Ukrainian American and all these hyphenated Americans. This is,
But Irish American's cool, right? Nobody gives a shit if you say you're Irish American. Nobody gives a shit if you say you're Italian American. Stop with your fucking nonsense, you fucking ignorant motherfucker.
all part of the teardown of America, one cut at a time. Death by 1,000.
It's not tearing down America. Generations of Italians didn't speak fucking English. They spoke Italian. Their kids, their grandchildren fucking translated, interpreted for them. My son does the same thing for me when he and I go out into public. Don't be such an asshole.
Cuts. All right, so just so you know, there it is right there, public notice, so you don't think anybody's playing around. I'm not doing nothing for clicks. I'm just always trying to bring you guys the truth, right? Because the truth can only do one thing, and that's set you free, okay? Because many of you might not even understand.
I'm so sick of the misuse of that fucking statement. Jesus is the truth. Knowing Jesus will set you free. 1 + 1 = 2. That's the truth. That ain't going to save you from shit. So stop with the fucking out of context appropriation of Christianity.
Dan, how bound up you are from lies and programming that have been instilled into your head ever since you were just a young kid. And you're believing that these things are truth, and they are not. Okay, so I'm the jackhammer. It's okay if you get mad at.
You're a jack off, not a jackhammer. Carte Blanche, great question, Carte. Why are the brown people of the world so scary to some folk? I'm a fucking pasty white Irishman in the midst of fucking some beautiful brown people. Beautiful brown women. And it depresses me when some of the Filipinos won't go out in the sun. They all their wash products, cosmetic products have skin lightener in them because they bought into this idea that pale skin is beautiful. They look sickly. I had to my wife's nieces, I had to get with them. I'm like, every girl I know wants your brown tan complexion. Stop with the fucking skin lightener shit. And they got on board. We have to just accept people for what they are and the way they look. God damn. You don't have blue eyes. I think you should be put in a concentration camp, sir.
Doug, and you unsubscribe. It's okay, because I'm the jackhammer. Maybe 6 months from now, you find some other person talking the truth, and maybe you listen to them. It's okay. But remember, you heard it first here. So that's what I do. I break up the ground. I make you uncomfortable. I share these things that I find. I don't make this stuff up. And so that's what's up. Unfortunately, America has to go to foreign countries and expect them to speak English too. Why do we even go to foreign countries? We should be keeping we should be keeping our butts right here. I know there's some kids watching. We need to be keeping our own border safe. We need to be, charity starts at home. Okay.
Charity starts at home. Has nothing to do with America. It has to do with where your home is located. I'm in the Philippines. Charity does start at my house. I do a lot of giving here. I don't do much giving in America. I do the bulk of it here because a lot of these people around me are in desperate poverty. They don't have the fucking opportunities that we have. They're not bitching about people speaking foreign languages here. You know why? Because they're worried about feeding their fucking kids. You live a comfortable, cushy existence where you've been granted the freedom and the right to bitch and complain all day. Doesn't mean you're doing anyone any good, but we'll get to what your bitching's all about in a minute here, right?
That's what the forefathers even said. We should not be getting our meddling in these other people's wars and this global, stuff.
Wars, yeah. We shouldn't be getting involved in world conflicts. We should be getting involved in world charity. in helping the people of the world raise their level of existence. You know why? Because it's good for us. It's good for us. Bullets only do so much. Bake bread, give them bread. If you threaten to take the bread away and they can't feed their children, they'll fucking get in line right away. We just approach it wrong. We should do it with bread, not bullets.
It's all nonsense. Also, if you guys never looked up the Adelmans, this is why we're messing with Iran. They give Trump $250 million so he can run for president, and all he's doing is doing the bidding of the little hats. Okay, we didn't have to. There's no reason to mess with. First, he says they obliterated their nuclear capabilities. We blew them all up. That first day when we started dropping bombs on them, I told y'all that we were going in for World War III, but they got to slow roll it. They got to slow roll.
We're going in for World War III. Has World War III happened yet? Oh, it hasn't. So now you're going to do the whole slow roll thing. We're preventing a tyrannical government from achieving nuclear weapons that can reach Europe and the U.S. You know, you don't want the death to America guys to get nuclear weapons. Sorry, it's self-preservation.
Roll it. Because nobody was going to jump on board right away. Okay? They got to slow roll it. And that's what they've been doing now for several months.
He's no Hank Logan.
Building it up, right? And also they're going to be showing you about the Muslims taking over America and stuff, right? Because the religious war is what's on deck. All right. Man, y'all, here's the paperwork. We're going to get right into it now. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, please, and thank you. All right. First off,
everyone say hi to Kenny Baker. Kenny Baker out of the gate, really rough. Look at Kenny Baker. What's up, Coded? You saying anything worth a shit tonight? LOL. You drinking, Kenny? I hope you are. Leave a comment after the stream ends.
atrazine, right? Let's get you familiar with atrazine right quick.
All right, let's all be worried about atrazine. Atrazine apparently is a big problem, but he's got a solution to the atrazine problem. Don't worry about it.
Atrazine is a pesticide commonly used to kill weeds. It is widely popular in the United States in agricultural fields, but it is also used to treat golf courses and residential lawns. Its popularity allows for the pesticide to perpetrate both rural and residential areas because it's just so popular.
It's rural, not rural areas. Rural. Form your words. Don't get so excited.
How does atrazine enter the water supply? Atrazine has a relatively long half-life, meaning it does not just absorb into the ground and go away. Instead, it stays in the soil. And when it rains, the rain takes it into the groundwater supply.
What? Really? Same thing happens with gasoline when you spill it on the ground.
That's what this note is about. Into the groundwater supply, lakes and streams. From there, it enters households through tap water. That's why I told y'all the tap water is not fit for human consumption.
Holy shit, the real problem is tap water. Why do you look like a rider right there on a 3-day lewd bender?
Especially if you live in the city. And even if you live in these rural areas, you think maybe, oh, I'm getting some goodness from these.
Did you hear that knocking sound? That's my wife doing laundry at the north end of the house. Finkel hates it when I use compass directional points to create clarity.
Rural areas, we're not all that city folk stuff. Lies, okay? You might even be getting it worse. Atrazine poisoning can be avoided by consuming only clean water. I highly suggest you get some filtration systems for yourself, which ours will be in stock pretty soon. They're supposedly on the way. So stay tuned for that. It's all copper. It works really well. Removes this garbage from your water. The filters do. The filters should be here anytime. As a matter of fact, I'm going to call them first thing in the morning tomorrow because I think they were supposed to be shipping out shortly. Plus, before I digress here a little bit more, don't forget, we have a big giveaway going on where we're giving away a Lycan 5000 solar system.
Good night, janitor. Sleep tight. Don't worry about the atrazine. Now he's plugging some. He's giving away his solar system. Later, he's going to talk shit about solar panels.
Some backups. Y'all, I'm trying to give you the tools to help you survive the coming apocalypse. Okay. All you have to do is go to offgridwithdougandsstacy.com, hit the tab. It's a big button up there on the top. If you're on your cell phone, they call that a hamburger. When you see the 3 lines, click that. You'll see the Shop Now tab. Any $5 that you spend at our store gets you entered into the contest. It's like a $4,000 or $5,000 giveaway. And I'm trying to put these tools in your hand, and we're going to do it again after that. Here's the link right here. Okay. But you can get that filter system there. Just give me a couple more days. And I'll send out emails to all you guys who are on our email list on Off Grid with Doug and Stacy and Missouri Tea Company, so you know that they're back in stock. Oh, back.
I don't know. I eat 3 meals a day with my Filipino wife. I've never seen her or any of her relatives use Sprite to cook.
To the atrazine. Y'all, atrazine was widely used as a weed killer. It acts as an endocrine disruptor, causing chemical castration. Hold on. Let me repeat that. It is an endocrine disruptor causing castration, chemical castration, demasculization. Look around, folks.
Demasculization. What the fuck is that? Do you have to take your mask off? What?
Disruptor causing castration, chemical castration, demasculization. Look.
No, Ryder lookalike. It's demasculinization. Demasculinization, not demasculation. Take your mask off, you buck-toothed motherfucker.
Look around, folks. Demasculization. That's why a guy like me has a hard time. I'm very.
It wasn't just a misspeak. I said misspeak wrong as mixed speak. It wasn't just a misspeak. He said it the same way twice.
Masculine. And people don't know how to handle it, right? A complete sex reversal in genetic male frogs. Research led by the UC Berkeley biologist.
What? Frogs? There are certain species of animal that that have a hormonal system where if you eliminate the sole male from the group, one of the females will turn male. So it's not fucking unheard of. And people are a little more complex than frogs. And didn't this whole frog turning frogs into fags, isn't this like 10 years old at least? Come on, dude, you got to get some new conspiracy theories.
Did I say UC Berkeley? Why, yes, I did. That's kind of funny. Tyrone Hayes showed that exposure to low environmentally relevant levels of atrazine can turn male frogs into functional females.
Enough! Can I not have 5 minutes of peace?
It was a drink. Look at him.
Y'all.
Well, if males can be turned into functional females, there's a chance that Finkel might be able to get laid. Huh.
I got the paper.
I mean, Todd's a functional female, isn't he? At least rectally. So I'm only going by what Finkel's inferred.
The city is handing these out down. That's why I don't touch the tap water. Okay?
Don't touch it at all, man. Don't touch that tap water. I got 2 wells, 3 wells. I got 1, 2. I have 2 wells that service my house and 3 other wells on my property. I'm okay on the water thing.
Saying that they found atrazine in the reservoir. You know, most of these rural towns, they get their water from the reservoir. High levels. Not that high, they said. Although this is not an emergency, as our customers have the right to know what happened, what you should.
He does have a merch shop. It's right down here in the description box. Go ahead and hit that link. There's this fucking moron. The link doesn't look here. I'll hit the link. Hang on. Forbidden. Can't get in. Maybe he knows I'm genetically Jewish. Uh-oh. Somebody else hit that link in the description box and see if you're foreboding too. Verboten. Yay, Stacy's with us. Oh. It's a husband and wife tag team product pimp. Oh, hold on. My bad. When I switched over, I didn't switch back, and now I don't have. I got to share tab again. Hang on 1 second. Cody got it. I haven't muted myself yet. I got to end this stream quick before I fucking step on my own foot and fucking mute myself and talk away. All right, Stacy, the I guess wife. I don't know if they're married or not, but tag team product pimp, husband and wife, sell to fools.
What we're doing to correct the situation, they're doing nothing. I literally asked the guy when he handed it to me. I'm like, "What? Atrazine?" I was like, "Are you kidding me?
I knew what it was.
Why, what are they doing about it?" Right? He said, "Well, that comes from the farmers in the field and everything." I'm like, "Well, won't they tell the farmers to maybe not apply any of that
He
stuff?"
said his job was just to tell you,
Yeah.
notify you. Are they going to do anything about it? He said
Nothing. No.
And it's increasingly very high level.
Yes. Right. And so this means
Increasingly very high levels. I think someone's going to sell a water purification system.
it's always in the water, and now it's just a little more in the water, right? Atrazine, y'all.
Tell me about it, Joe.
What should I do? Well, you try not to use, you don't need to use an alternative bottled water supply. However, if you have specific health concerns, consult your doctor. Y'all, we are in clown world. What does this mean? This is not a immediate risk. If it has been, you would have been notified immediately. Hold on. This is not an immediate risk, but
it's not an immediate risk, dipshit.
If it had been, you would have been notified immediately.
Yeah, they wouldn't have handed out papers. They would have put it on the radio and the TV, dipshit.
Do you understand, y'all? I'm trying to make you see the forest through the trees. Really?
Then you shouldn't have read this isn't an immediate risk part, because now your whole build-up scare tactic, got to do something, is out the fucking window. My bull calf's outside the window, but he'll look all pink if I show him.
Sometimes I rub your nose in it too. This is just amazing. What is being done? Due to the wet spring, we experienced runoff from the lake that carried trace amounts of atrazine from corn fertilizer.
And so now they're telling you this,
is amazing.
That they can put it on the corn and it's not affecting anything.
But eat the
atrazine from porn fertilizer. What the fuck is porn fertilizer?
Corn.
Yeah.
Oh, corn. Okay.
Eat the corn.
The whole thing, it's crazy.
Y'all, we are literally living. I hope you share this video with your friends, especially if they live out in the rural or whatever. All the city folks, everyone's affected. I mean, they spray these chemicals with these planes. Amazing, right? DDT, it's for me, right? Like literally just passing out paper.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get into chemtrail shit, hopefully. Todd talks a lot of chemtrail shit.
Hope you guys share this video with your friends, saying that this endocrine disruptor.
I'm going to share this video with people I don't like, and of course my listening audience. But when I share it with them, it's because we're making fun of you.
It's going to turn males into females.
What?
Is literally in your water. But go ahead and.
If I sprout tits, I'm staying home all fucking day long. What fun that'll be.
You know, enjoy and go ahead and take a shower. Catch a bath, your largest organ on your body, right? Soak yourself in it real nice. And what are you going to do about it? Absolutely nothing. They won't even go as far as short as just telling the farmers that are around the area where they pull their water from that nobody can spray.
I can't get them in frame, and we're all purple anyway.
1,000 feet around the reservoir. They won't even do it. This
Camera
is how
gone
weak-spined
purple.
they are. They would rather everyone just run around and just accept this in their water, okay? And just be like, nah, 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 nah.
Did this dude just go sheepy on us? Madman. He's a madman.
Except this is how weak-spined they are. They would rather everyone just
Weak-spined. This fucking guy's got Todd's dictionary for sure.
run around and just accept this in their water, okay? And just be like, nah, 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 nah. Y'all,
Oh, Molly was like, what are you doing? Papa, here, you
it
gonna
is
say hi to everyone,
amazing.
Molly?
We don't have a water filter for sale. I think you can go to Berkey. Berkey has water filters for the shower on sale.
Don't worry.
You can
They all
double check
work
them
out.
out. There's Molly right there. Hold on. Stacy said, show you mine. There's Molly right there.
Molly.
She's a good girl. Y'all, you are literally on your own. These, you know, and what I'm finding out, even with these small towns, city administrator, mayor, they have no idea about none of this crap. I'm telling the guy, they're thinking about putting a data center around here. He's got no clue. I'm telling them about solar panel and how they're bad for you, everything, no clue. They don't even do the homework. They don't even find out what's going on with this stuff. They just, everyone is so disconnected. It's amazing.
Smoochie said, is it included with the fluoride?
Yeah, you get the fluoride too, right? They're killing your.
I think Todd has used the little hats statement. These guys all work from the same playbook. The fluoride. To put fluoride in water for what? 150 fucking years? Shut up. It's killing your brain. Dude, you never had a brain to start with, so you don't have to worry.
Your pineal gland. That's why everybody's walking around like
Your pineal gland, it's the pineal gland, not a pineal gland. Somebody's dick doesn't work. He's all fucked up on his dick shit.
in a daze and
Oh, that's
NPC'd
awesome.
up.
Look at that. Can you hear them now? Seniors here in Florida, Southwest Florida, are spending the day holding signs on poles in front of the block cameras to block them.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the guy out there.
All is well, Kenny Baker. All is well.
If you guys just joined, make sure you watch the replay, catch the first couple minutes of this. The guy literally, I got two of them, right? Because we have the businesses in town, the Missouri Tea Company and stuff. So we don't use the city water. We filter the hell out of it. We're doing infrared and all that stuff.
Yeah, we have
It takes all this stuff, reverse osmosis.
Infrared, not in full red.
The hell out of it. We're
This
doing
guy's-
infrared and all that stuff.
This guy's better than Todd. Holy shit. Infrared, not infrared.
Stuff. So we don't use the city water. We filter the hell out of it. We're doing infrared and all that stuff.
Yeah, we have
It takes all.
If you don't use the city water, then why are you filtering the hell out of it? Come on.
All this stuff, reverse osmosis and infrared and filtering, and all the stuff we make our tea with over at the store comes from that water machine that is very good. I would never, ever, ever use the city water
even
for my.
Oh man, this guy has a store. I think he's around the Bowling Green, Missouri area. Maybe we could finance a Doofus Crest field trip for Stoned Vet and Hippie. Go have some of this fucking tea. That'd be fucking hilarious.
health inspector lady said.
She said Vandalia, they have the worst water. And then these other people are in town with coffee stands and all this. They don't care. They're just pumping it out to you. So if you guys come to the Missouri Tea Company in Vandalia, Missouri, catch a sandwich or a little bit of tea, you guys can rest assured that we're doing our darndest to make sure that you're getting good, pure ingredients and good, pure water for your teas.
Dove said the video worked for her, or the link worked for her. Huh? It 403 denied me. Maybe it knows I'm genetically Jewish. Oh, they've got my mRNA. Fuck.
This is amazing, man. Literally amazing. Amazing. Now, make sure you guys remember that we're giving away a Lycan 5000. This is a complete solar setup, plug-and-play system. It Comes with 4 solar panels.
They're giving away a solar panel system. Plug and play. I've had 2 solar systems. Neither one of them required assembly. They're all plug and play.
The wires to hook it up. It's an amazing system. It can power your fridge and all your stuff in your house. Probably not your air conditioner.
Bullshit. If it can power your fridge, it can power your air conditioner. You're full of shit.
But at least you'll have all your stuff going and you won't lose your food. I'm going to bring it to your house. It's only for the lower 48 in America. I'm still waiting on.
Oh, this douchebag's going to come to your house. No, thanks.
My dumb lawyer in this paperwork. Dang it.
Oh, dang it. It's the dumb lawyer's fault that he can't get anything right. Hey, stupid, get a better lawyer.
It's almost 4 weeks, and she said it'd be a couple days. Dang it. And every week I get.
Somebody in the side chat, Elmer Walk, wants to know how infrared filters the water. It doesn't, dude.
Down here, I feel like a heel. But the paperwork is coming. Then I'm going to plaster it on the off-grid with Doug and Stacy's site. And then I'm going to keep talking about this thing. I'm going to have to push the entry time, so maybe some people didn't have money. Maybe they got some now. So then you'd be able to enter. Right. And then I'm going to push this out. I want everybody to have a chance. We're going to randomly select somebody. Every $5 you spend at our store, supporting what we do, gets you an entry. Okay? Amazing. We're excited. Get informed. What is atrazine? Know Your H2O Water Research Center. In 2021, they did a big story about it. November of 2011, atrazine in water tied to hormonal irregularities. Atrazine, a harmful weed killer, taints tap water for millions in the U.S. This is amazing. Like, there's no shame to their game. Literally. And they just hand.
So why don't you get out there and try to solve the problem instead of just bitching about it all day? Oh, that's right. You're going to pimp some product.
And that paper out, and then just.
And then I looked at it. When I asked
him, amazing.
He went to you, and then he came to me.
Amazing.
Yeah, he was just like, nope. I just have to. I'm obligated to show you this.
Amazing. How does
he said infrared, but ultraviolet would make more sense if you were trying to kill bacteria.
Atrazine affect men?
But this is a chemical pollutant this retard's talking about. It's going to make your balls shrink and turn into a vagina. The women are all okay, though. But the men's balls are going to shrink and turn into a vagina. And then Fauci's going to be the only one that can fuck our women and us, because we'll be women, too.
Atrazine disrupts the endocrine system by increasing estrogen production and lowering testosterone. Well, if I was going to, cause a war, right? If the big plan was a third war, Pike's Letters, I shared that video with you guys some time ago, and it was going to be this big religious war, and I wanted to have the most casualties because fewer people are easier to control, and they already told you there's too many people on Earth, and you're just hogging up the resources, and they call you deplorable. Well, one of the things I think I would want to do is take the man out of the man, take the manliness out of the man, and they do.
Well, just keep doing what you're doing, because you're literally pussifying everyone by stupidity.
This with all these ultra-processed foods. They do it with these chemicals. They do it with the fluoride. And that's what's going on, y'all. This is a well-thought-out plan. No one gives a rip that this stuff is in the water. They just shrug it off and laugh about it. In animal and laboratory studies, this hormonal imbalance leads to reduced sperm count, lower testosterone levels, and reproductive system abnormalities.
Abnormalities? It's anomalies or abnormalities? What the fuck? This guy's amazing. You ignorant motherfucker.
This hormonal imbalance leads to reduced sperm count, lower testosterone levels, and reproductive system abnormalities.
Abnormalities? What? What are you looking off to the side for? Did you just realize how you can't fucking talk and sound stupid?
Abnormalities. That's right. Lower testosterone decreases blood and I would make sure that the young men and women weren't having babies.
Yeah.
Wow. Anybody want to go look up the birth rates in America right now? Because they are crashing right before your birthday.
That's because people aren't having 11 fucking kids like they did 2 generations ago.
Very eyes. Testicular testosterone levels. Higher estrogen increases the activity of the aromatase enzyme, which turns androgens into estrogen. Reduced sperm production causes lower sperm counts and impaired testicles development in vertebrate studies. Human health context. Limited human data. I love when they do that. Direct evidence in human males is less clear because studies on agriculture workers often involve exposure to multiple chemicals. So they literally are saying they are so doped up with chemicals, we can't even separate them out to find out. Plausible risk. Public health agencies note that while biological differences mean animals react differently than humans, atrazine remains a potent endocrine disruptor that would affect human reproductive and hormonal pathways. Dang, y'all. And then what did they do too, right? Didn't we got the
Charger says, why does this remind me of Alien Head, aka Bowling Ball Head Tiffany, and the Liar Rider sitting on a rented Goodwill couch? Because it's the exact same thing.
The House, we got the Senate, we got the presidency, and they just gave those guys all those, poison pushers for your lawn and the crops and everything. They gave them immunity, which was Monsanto, right? They gave them immunity. Now you can't sue them. They gave them the immunity because they're playing their part.
Yeah, Wayne Courtney says, words to live by. If the FDA says it's okay, run the other way. Yeah. Yeah, you just have to.
Y'all, Bear was World War II. Bear, oh my gosh. Please do your homework. Please do your homework. Just to get Doug all fired up in here.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
It's amazing.
It was crazy when he came in with that.
We are literally in clown world.
I thought
everyone is so checked
would
out.
Be just like, no, don't use your water for
right.
a couple days.
Clown world.
Yeah. No. No. It's not extremely high levels, just higher than normal.
Yeah, they don't check. We have to, right, Smoochie?
Why won't you just let me speed it up?
You have to really be a little sleuth detective and look into a lot of this stuff. Make sure that you're
amazing
eating as clean as you can, making food from scratch. Do not eat out. And even like something simple. A lot of us are on a budget.
Don't eat out. That's a Todd thing. Todd never eats out. Just ask Mist and the interns at the hospital who love to lick the lollipop.
Look at apple cider vinegar, raw apple cider vinegar. You could just do a foot bath because by taking a foot bath, basically, if you would put, a cup of it in some warm water and put your feet in there and soak them, it's going to pull some toxins out with just a few minutes.
I know.
It's simple.
There was no COVID.
So when the toxins come out, what are you going to do with them? Dump them down the drain? Then they get back in the tap water. Oh, your solution sucks. It's very selfish.
Until you got the jab. Once you got the jab and they cranked on the 5G, which is a weapon grade, frequency, you can go look it up. Military specs. 5G is not very good. Caused a lot of people to get sick. Then they got the jab. And then what are they doing with the largest DNA grab in American history? You haven't even seen the repercussions of that yet. They put that swab up in everybody's nose. Got all
the largest DNA grab in American history. That's fucking Ryder right there.
All these, DNA samples, and then who knows what they're doing with those. Anybody remember that? All these fools standing in line to get their nose swabbed and shoved the stick up in there. What do you think they're going to do with that information? Y'all, I know this sounds crazy, but you have to see the forest through the trees. It is amazing. This is big trouble in little China.
So Savannah did a 25-minute urine foot soak. That's good.
Fuck, was I muted for that? John Nelson, please don't say smart shit. You're ruining the sales pitch.
Yeah, there's a company.
You were sick because of 5G, memorandums.
Who?
Memorandum.
Me, Mom.
There was no sickness. It was the 5G. You can go look it up in history.
You mean the same 5G you're using to stream with now? I bet you get a cough before the stream's over.
History. Every time when they went from analog to digital, people got sick. The frequencies. We are electrical beings, and they're messing with you. Nobody's phone is working better since 5G was introduced into society. That's all a lie. It's psyops.
I think
Okay,
it's worse. I told you.
it's psyops. Psyops. The masses are asleep, Doug. I truly believe it. I know it. I've seen it with my own eyes. But we're just trying to help out the people that want to, want to know. If you want to know, if you want to tell your friends, at least give them a chance. This is the video to share. Because it's not just our little town. This is everywhere. That stuff's running wild everywhere.
6G is going to be out.
Trump loves 6G. He wants 6G. He says 7G because they got to have this stuff. You guys, I'm telling you right now, the whole goal is to thin the herd. Please do not volunteer for that crap. What the hell can we do? You better filter your water. You better eat good. Learn where your food comes from. Stop eating ultra-processed food. Don't go through anything with a drive-through window.
Yeah, start taking care of yourself.
That's
like
it.
Simple little bitty things.
Get out in the sun. Put your
Every
feet in the
morning,
dirt.
The most important sunlight you can get is first thing in the morning. It's going to reset everything. You need the sun in your eyes without your glasses on.
Yeah.
So if you're wearing glasses, don't wear your glasses. If you're having sunglasses, don't wear the sunglasses. Get up, get outside, be out in the sun for a while. That's very, very important. Get out as much as you can. Simple habits you can do. If you sit a lot, every 45 minutes, get up. Because when you sit a long time, your body gets to that part where it's just, wants to, death. You want to get to that. That's why a lot of times you're achy. You want to just get up. You want to keep moving. Try to stand on one foot.
They're burning up the
balance.
place. They're burning up the place. Look at them burning up Seattle. They're showing pictures and the houses are all burned up, but the trees are right there. They're burning up Spain. They're burning up these places. And Spain has an anti-Zionist president. Oh, really, Doug? Yes, tell me more. Yeah, imagine that. And then they just flood them with this stuff, right? Then they, Rubio and all these people talk about Morocco. And they, this is all a big setup, y'all. I don't even know. I hope you follow me on X. Go to Doug and Stacy, right? I posted a couple videos just explaining it all. Okay? This is all little hat stuff.
Talking about macular degeneration. You know what? A lot of that is just feeding your eyes, eating good foods. Our pearl powder that we have is filled with so many vitamins and minerals. Look into that. You can read about the benefits of pearl powder. Pearl powder is very, very powerful for the eyes, very helpful. So you may possibly know, we've had lots of testimonies saying that your eyesight has gotten a little bit better with the pearl powder.
Spokane, not Seattle, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Washington State, okay? I mean, come on. There's fires burning all over the place. And those particles get in your lungs and it causes a lot of problems. And they know this.
Meemaw wants to know what brushes do I use in the kitchen. I don't use a brush. Actually, I have these non-stick, things that I wash with that I like. They're made in Israel.
Non-stick.
Actually. Yeah, they're those ones that I've gotten for 100 years.
Right.
And they're really inexpensive.
They're just scrub pads. They're just a little scrub pad.
They're amazing.
They're like $1 or something, $2.
Yeah, I don't know. But I've had them forever. They sell them at some of the grocery stores. And they have something on them where I think it's probably like a silver type coating where they don't get icky. You let the bacteria get into them.
Trump isn't doing nothing except for what he's told.
And then we're talking about standing on one leg.
Stand on one leg. Sorry.
So practice balancing. A lot of our balance because we're used to wearing shoes so much, or we don't use our feet. Counter. Hold on. Try to pick up one foot. See how you're doing. Pick your hands up. See how long you can stand. On one leg, and then try the other side to side. When you're standing up, maybe making dinner or whatever. Use your balance. Always have your hands on something, and then pick them up. Balance is very important. It works your core muscles. It's going to work your entire body. And balance is really important. The number one thing for people over 50 is like falling. So, we want to make sure that we're able to function.
Over 50?
Yeah.
How many times do you fall?
I'm in good shape.
I don't fall.
I'm just saying.
That's terrible to be a little bit over 50.
There's a lot of people that trip and fall.
Man, that's a problem.
So we got to make sure that our feet are good. I'm saying rub our feet, wiggle your toes.
Yeah, rub my feet.
You got to do it yourself. So those little things are very, very powerful. Then we were talking about toxins. I said the apple cider vinegar soak in your feed, that's going to help pull some toxins out. You can add some Epsom salt to that too as well, which would be very powerful. You could add some baking soda to it. It's going to be a little more powerful too. But you could also add fermented foods like sauerkraut. You know, it's going to be pulling the toxins through the digestive tract. So even the juice from the sauerkraut, that's why I love when I make sauerkraut, I do put a lot of juice in it, because when you drink the juice, you could do like a shot. When you drink the juice from the sauerkraut, it's very powerful. So you actually get double dose. You get the sauerkraut itself, the actual cabbage, and then you get the liquid part. But having a little shot of sauerkraut juice every day is going to be important to help pull out toxins. We have to really do as much as we can to detoxify ourselves.
That's good to roller skate. Good on you.
Yeah.
And that's great, healthy
excellent
stuff. Yeah. For shizzle.
Mental note for shizzle, roller skating, great healthy stuff.
Then I was watching one thing about sauerkraut.
And it breaks down glyphosate.
Yeah,
yes.
totally.
Fact. And it has a lot of vitamin C.
As well as like even some, you know, raw apple cider
Maybe.
vinegar. That's helpful. You know, a lot of these fermented foods can do that, but sauerkraut is very powerful. And if you do the juice, it's going to be very powerful. But all these things, we got tons of toxins all around us.
Y'all, you literally have a work cut out for you just to stay alive in today's atmosphere. We're giving away a Lycan 5000 power box, the Rhenology Lycan, no affiliation with Rhenology. This is my unit, and I'm giving it away to you guys. 5,000 power box is an all-in-one energy storage system specially designed.
Later, he's going to give away the fact that the solar system is unhealthy. That's why he's giving it away.
To supply power during emergencies, power outages, rolling blackouts, or to provide power for off-grid homes with a 4.8 3500 W pure sine wave AC output. The Lycan can deliver reliable power to most home appliances. Connecting Lycan to both solar panels and AC outlets can further shorten the charging time to 1 hour from 0% to 80%. This comes with 4 solar panels and the wires to hook them up, and it's delivered to you by me soon. So if you guys want to get your chance,
have Doug come to your house. Apple cider vinegar is good. It's a good fat burner too. So is olive oil. They have peptides in it. Sauerkraut is a ferment and probably does the same thing.
chances in, just go to offgridwithdougandstacy.com, hit the shop tab, and every $5 you spend there gets you entered into the contest. As soon as my lawyer gives me the paperwork, then I'll have a finish date, and we'll get this thing rolling for you guys. Yes, Sabrina Wallace, y'all, don't you remember the movies? They always show.
Go to the website then, Dove. Buy $5 worth of shit. You may be the lucky winner. And then you could film Doug at your house.
You in the movies.
There's been a lot of movies.
Terminator. That started off with her fighting against the data centers. And then the next thing you know, robot soldiers are taking over. Sabrina Wallace is just like Sarah Connors. She's trying to.
Holy shit. Robot soldiers taking over. It's Terminator. Why do all these guys draw from fucking movie shit? Holy fuck.
To warn you, her grandfather was in MK Ultra. She has books. She's knowledgeable. I'm actually going to try to get her onto the Homesteading Live Conference 2028, and that would be interesting. Somebody actually emailed me, but then they don't return their emails. So I sent the email back, but I never heard back from her. But eventually I'll get a hold of Sabrina Wallace and have her on our Homesteading Live Conference. Also, if you guys want to, like I said, traveling right now is high priority for me. I want to try to travel, do some more things. I'm not going to get locked down without being free first. So if you want to come to the Homesteading Live Conference, we got Barbara O'Neill, okay, next year, 5 days, okay, 5 days, Barbara O'Neill, homesteadingliveconference.com. We'll be working on the schedule here coming up, and we have some great sponsors, some great vendors. We have people email us that never been there before, want to be vendors. And so we're going to have a great time, 5 days, Vandalia, Missouri, May 18th to the 23rd.
Logan, I drink the shit right out of the shot glass, 2 a.m. Definitely helps drop weight.
Barbara O'Neill, Doug and Stacy, and other great speakers. So hopefully we'll see you there.
AJ can do a pull-up for the first time in nearly 60 years of life.
Good for you.
Congratulations.
Good for you.
Yeah, little
It's
bit.
very important. What if you got to pull yourself up? What if you have to run?
Pepper paste and you got kimchi.
Yeah, here's the thing. What about, can you get down on the ground and get back up?
My gosh, a lot of people can't.
Yeah, those are all important things to try to, work on.
Oh my gosh, y'all. She's really busy traveling and teaching classes now, but f***ing up soon.
Oh, that's who it was. Then.
Who?
Who you trying to get hold of?
No. I think she's talking
23 and Todd. This could be Todd's long lost brother.
about Sabrina Wallace.
Oh, yeah. That's not who was you were about calling back at somebody else.
Fuck yeah,
No,
Logan.
the person
saying,
emailed
man,
me, says they got
Kimchi
in with
rules.
Sabrina and knows her phone number, but then never responded to my mail. I can give you my number and you can give it to her. She can call me when she sees fit. All right, so get yourself in on the Lycan giveaway, Lycan 5000. I'm turning off the commercials right now.
What? Don't turn off the commercials. How will you make any money? Recipes are always good, Logan. Speaking of recipes, if Wrights On isn't in the chat, is he? Wrights On, if you catch this later, drop a pizza dough recipe. I have a couple of them. I made pizza last night. I wasn't thrilled with the crust. Everything else came out good. Korean style tacos with kimchi. Fucking A, nice. I make kimchi. I love fucking kimchi. He writes emails to people and no one responds to him. I wonder why. You think 1.32 million people are just here to laugh at him?
And Missy says, I can only do 1 to 2 minutes on the rebounder, age 69. It's hard getting started.
That's all right, but once you start,
Yeah.
you
Email
build
it.
on that.
Yeah.
Logan.
And that's a lot on the rebounder for you. If it's like you haven't done much, that is really a tough. Your legs are going to get strong and build your bone density. It helps with your digestion. It helps with your lymphatic drainage. It helps with overall just everything. It's so powerful. So you really don't need a lot. If you did a minute 3 times a day and then maybe moved up to 2 minutes 3 times a day, you can build yourself up. But it's an incredible way. We have, if you guys are interested, if you go to Leaps and Rebounds, you put in the code OFFGRID, right? And you'll get a discount.
Yeah.
And it's a really good rebounder for a very good price.
Retro Girl is 68 and she does 30 minutes. So just hang in there, stay consistent with it. Remember, the longer you do something, the better you get at it, the more resilience you'll build.
Yeah.
That
it's
sucks,
crazy.
Charger.
And
Kimchi
it's going to help your
rules.
cardiorespiratory endurance. I mean, it's just an incredible way to get strong. It's going to build your arms. Even if you bounce with your arms out to the side, once you get your balance good and you're not holding on to something, it'll help build muscle as well, even in your upper bodies. So it's powerful.
Y'all, we just care for you. I'm a sheepdog. So I'm worried for you guys. I mean, I can see this. You want to tell them about my thumb?
Your thumb.
Yeah. When he put it up your rectum. Tell him about your thumb.
I don't know what you're talking about.
My little special mark that only 1% of the people in the world have.
You can tell them about it.
Just telling you guys, man, I can see this stuff clear as day. And they won't even...
Nobody else can. Only Doug can see it. It's his personal delusion.
Come together on the Save America Act, which is nonsense. But they won't
Come on, Doug. Tell us about your thumb.
even come together on
Todd wants to know.
that. They just want any old body to vote in our elections. This is the crazy train we're living in. Amazing. They want to see without a hat.
No, I'll go next week.
Next week, we're going to be without a hat.
I'll
If you tune in next week, you'll see Stacy without a hat. There you go.
How's that?
There you go.
We're gonna break the internet.
We're going to...
Tell all your friends.
All right, next week now, no hat for Stacy. All right, no hat for Stacy. Y'all just please take care of yourselves. Try to get in on this giveaway. Offgridwithdougandstacy.com. Hit the shop tab. We're giving away a Lycan 5000 solar power box. It'll power all the stuff in your house.
You already told us about it. Come on, dude. Stop.
You can run a cord out to it and power your refrigerator, maybe the super necessities. You could hire an electrician to come and hook it up to your house. They have ways to do that, so then it can just go into emergency power as soon as your stuff goes on. You know what? Doug with no hat? Woohoo, big deal. I'll do it all the time. I just don't have no hair. It's all for some reason. I used to have great hair, and then it all just moved to my chin. Best rebounders, leaps.
Shit, the same thing happened to Todd. Did you fall out of a military aircraft?
And rebounds. Use code off-grid at checkout.
And you can pick the color of the bands that you want on it, the bungees on it. It's really, they're really.
I know about in Missouri. We're trying to vote for. Let's just get on a real super simple level on Missouri voting for no income tax. Okay, let's just say let's say it's legit 100, and let's just say they're going to do away with the income tax, and it's great for people, right? I have never seen in my life people beg so hard to keep taxes and make up all these excuses why they should pay taxes and all the services that are going to be cut, fully knowing that their tax dollars are spent by criminals who steal, rape, and pillage the coffers and who have bloated programs, and the money is all baloney. But they're begging for you not to take away the income tax and saying that it's going to hurt some kind of program. I was here when they brought in the gambling boats. Oh, the gambling boats are going to be offshore and in the water, and they're going to provide so much money for the schools. And we need to pass this amendment to help the schools. And it's going to give like $10,000 per student. It was all a lie. All a lie. And 50% of Missouri's budget comes from the feds. Literally. And Trump just gave Keyhole today because Keyhole.
Do you have any proof, or are you just another trust me, bro guy? Thanks, Laura, for letting me know I was muted. They're stealing all the tax money because there's no roads in your cities, and they don't plow in the wintertime. Come on, dipshit. Look at you. Wow, you look goofier than fucking Ryder does.
Keyhole's doing a good job shoving data centers and flock cameras down our neck. But he just gave Keyhole.
I think every suburban neighborhood should have a data center. I'm all for data centers.
26 point something million dollars, and they said it was for storm relief. Y'all, we are the only way to really right this ship, to be honest with you guys, is a complete do-over. And I just don't think we don't have the nuggets for it. We just don't. Like, no one's going to do that because they got too much, what's it called? Trizipatine and atrazine. Amazing. Yeah, y'all.
Yeah, and we're talking about some simple things, just to keep our bodies as clean. There's an herb called nettle tea, and it can clean like 10 liters of blood throughout the day because of its chlorophyll power in it. So, nettle is a very powerful herb as well. And drinking some nettle. And we do have that at the Missouri Tea Company.
Carmen said she voted against the boats.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. They come in and change it. Just like the weed stores. Oh, the weed stores. They're going to give us so much tax dollars. Oh, the weed stores are so great. And then they're on every single corner, everywhere. And they're still crying about need more money. Need more money. Need more money. Also, if Missouri was serious about any kind of shit, I'm all fired up. If they were serious about anything, the first thing they would have done was got rid of the property tax, right? You pay your whole life for this property and everything, 30, 40 years, and then they still tap you every year, and then they take your house if you don't pay in 3. That would have been, why didn't they get rid of that first? Amazing.
What did you call it? Trizipatine for sale now.
It's amazing. So that's how you know it's all a scam anyways. Everything's a setup. It's all a setup. Go grab me my phone, will you? It's in the other room. I'm going to show them. Please, pretty please. Hurry up now because we're going to leave here in a minute. Give my orange and black one. Oh, my gosh. Who stopped by the store today? We had a great couple stop by the store today, brought their Malinois and their daughter with them, and we had a great chat with them. A lot of people are waking up. And then we, y'all, just do yourself a favor. Try to get in for the drawing on the Lycan 5000 solar power box. At least you'll know that, you'll be able to get a little bit of power just in case. But these electric bills are going off the chain, by the way. Seriously, they have some.
Wait, electric bills are up? Maybe that has something to do with the price per barrel of oil, because we're in conflict with another Middle Eastern country. It'll all work out, though. Just relax. You just chew your chaw and stay on the farm.
They have some thing called a CO something on our electric bill. And my usage says I spend $178 on the bill. And then they tap it with another $148 calling it some CO thing. And I called them up and I'm asking them, like, I don't understand it. And they're not explaining it to me proper. But they're like, oh, we have to buy the electricity from this place. And this is what they charge, but we only do it on the month. And
no, he's monetized. There's commercials. Halfway through, he said he shut the commercials off. I guess people were bitching about the commercials.
Everything, but I said, but it says here I used $178 worth of electricity. So I'm already paying for it. Why am I getting another $148 on top of it? People can't afford these $500, $600, $800 a month solar electric bills and stuff. It's crazy.
How would you have solar bills? Huh? You got to pay for sunlight now? You're really out there, Dougie. Rein it in.
Crazy. All right, I'm going to share this with you guys, okay? Here we go. I'm going to show you the first one first. There's the first one first here. Here it is. All right, hold on. Oh, hold on. I got to get right into it.
Oh, wait, here we go. He's going to do Chile de Castro. He hasn't figured out the share screen shit yet. I figured it out. Fucking boomers.
Israeli guess. Why is it that as we talk about Iran not being allowed to have a nuclear weapon, why is it that Israel is consistently allowed and given a pass to never say whether it has a nuclear weapon or not?
I know the answer to that question. It's illegal for America to give aid to Israel if they're a nuclear weapon state that has not signed the non-proliferation treaty.
Logan.
So they lie and they give the strategic aid. Because they pretend they don't know that Israel is a nuclear weapon state. It's not that way. Conspiracy nothing. It's like Glenn Symington law. Just because it's illegal to give them aid if they're a nuclear weapon state that does not sign the NPT.
Did you guys hear that? It is a law that if they do not sign the nuclear proliferation agreement, that they can't get any funding from America. This is why they took out Kennedy, in one man's opinion.
What? They took out Kennedy because of nuclear proliferation? Come on, Doug. When Kennedy died, you probably weren't even fucking born yet.
Disclaimer, right? Because
he's like Ryder. He knows everything about everything.
Because he was on him all the time. He wanted to know where it was. He was sending people over there to investigate it. They were moving it around left and right, and then they dusted him off. And there was a couple of other reasons in there too, right? Like wanting them AIPAC to be registered as a foreign lobbyist, right? And then all of a sudden, literally, please look into this stuff.
Dove, you literally upload a video and then schedule the time you want it to air. It's not that hard. You can figure it out. Doug, retarded.
You heard him what he said, right? The agreement. Rewind it if you need to. Look up that agreement. What he's telling you is the truth. It's the truth. And the truth can only do one thing. It can set you free. All right, where's my other one here? Uh-oh.
You're loaded down.
Whatever that means.
Was I muted?
All right, here we go.
We knew that there was going to be an Israeli action. How did we get here? Why is the U.S. really going to war with Iran? Trump has been trying out a lot of justifications.
Oh, we need to find out.
Reasons are really valid. Last year, he bragged that Iran's nuclear program was obliterated by their strikes. And Iran doesn't have any missiles capable of reaching the US. If you want at least part of the answer, what Marco Rubio is talking about here, as usual, follow the money.
Here I have got my campaign, indirectly and directly, 250 million. She was number one.
That's Miriam Allison, and her checkbook has arguably shaped U.S. foreign policy more than any diplomat in the last decade. Allison and her late husband are billionaires, staunch Zionists.
I got to do it at least once a broadcast. We got to get past where he's holding the fucking camera up.
Bombs on tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just do it. Let's just talk about it. Let's get it out into the air. Right? Let's do that. That's what we need to do. We need to put this out into the air and have talking, right? Have talking like grown-ups do. Because we're in some doo-doo. So make sure you register for your like kid. And I'm going to bring it to you right to your house. Solar power setup. You have to go to offgridwithdougandstacy.com, hit the shop tab. I keep leaving the link for you guys. Every $5 that you spend at our store, that's how you get entered into the contest.
And when you guys go to Oxford with Doug and Stacy, don't. It's everything from all.
I know a guy with a sandwich board he's willing to give away. Maybe you could bolster up the giveaway with that.
Our store. So like if you can't, it doesn't count if you go to Redmond.
Right.
Or Dr. Cowan stuff,
right.
Or any of those things that we
not the affiliate stuff at the very bottom.
Store.
It's the teas and the T-ball and the candles and the copper and the stuff that we have. And that comes
teas, T-ball, candle, and copper. Wow. They're just loaded with all the good knickknacks.
To you from the Missouri Tea Company, so don't be confused.
Yeah.
But I have to run it through there so I can keep it separate because there's a lot of people that buy from the Missouri Tea Company just off the internet or whatever, and they don't want to be in the drawing. Okay. So I'm just trying to help open your eyes, right? Like there's a reason why he was on Oprah and Donahue and all this stuff back in the day talking about being president. There's a reason for that. It's called conditioning. This is a psyops.
So
nothing you guys are
singular. It's a psyop, not a psyops. God damn. This guy's like fucking Todd.
Seeing is organic. Nothing.
They want to know the link for the rebounder. A lot of people are
leaps and rebounds.
Can you put the link so they can click it?
Leaps and rebounds. And then use off-grid as a coupon code. I'll drop the link one time for you guys, but all you have to do is put in leaps, LEAPS, and then use off-grid when you check out, so that saves you money.
Gay ops. Hey, he just went all pink too, like mine. What the let me check and see if I'm still pink.
I am telling you, that is.
She's telling you.
Age, it's an incredible way.
Damn it.
Work your entire body and get a lot of benefits. You don't even have to wear workout clothes.
You don't get into the contest buying a rebounder, but I do want to save you some money. So.
And it's a great deal.
Yeah. And it's easy.
Doug's such a good guy trying to save us money. Can't get in the contest buying a rebounder because he don't get none of that money.
Easy to put together.
Yes.
And you'll enjoy it.
But this is a good week for a lot of us. You know, we want to start getting healthier, practice standing on one foot, getting out and seeing the morning sun. Try to get the, morning and sunrises and sunsets. How many can you get in the month?
All right, so we need to get out, see the sunrise and the sunset, as opposed to like in the basement all day long, Todd, and practice standing on one foot. With that, we're going to leave you today. This is Doug and Stacy off grid. We'll be seeing more of them in the future. I got to get going. My wife has some things for me to do, so adios until next time.
I think I'm gonna do this.
For those who stuck around, quick Todd check.
Oh no! Oh, he's got me. Oh, he can attack. Oh no! How am I that low of health? I had him next turn. Oh, ridiculous, dude. Are you serious? This dude's got me, man. How did I get down to 2 health? Dang it. I had it. That was mine to lose or win or something. Yeah. Of course, I got a diamond.
And there you have it. Todd, desperate for drama, still losing at Magic the Gathering. We'll see you around, folks. Have a good day today. Bye-bye.